Inside scoop. All right, we're going. There we go. Jesus, it's almost 10 o'clock. Whoops.
Let's talk about spreadsheets.
Yeah, mobile gaming, taxes, and spreadsheets.
That's exciting pre-game warm-up conversation.
In case you're curious.
Hope you all are fucking pumped tonight. Hey everyone, starting right on time. Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to our weekly live stream at Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. I am joined, as always, by my wonderful friends. Chris, playing Valravn, the Eladrin Bard of Eloquence.
Hello.
Heather, joining us soon, playing Frey, the Halfling Barbarian of the Beast. Oh shit! Got summoned.
As if called.
As if called. And switch. Heather, playing Frey, the Halfling Barbarian of the Beast.
I'm here. Just give me a minute.
Rochelle, playing Celeste, the Half-Orc Sun Soul Monk. Raymond, playing Edmund, the Human Alchemist Artificer, joining us soon. And Reese, playing Thimbleweed, the Gnome Swarmkeeper Ranger.
That's me.
Stream our sessions all live on YouTube every Friday. Watch all of our D&D sessions here on YouTube. Read weekly session recaps at roguewatson.com. Watch my behind-the-scenes No Players Allowed live series Crafting Icewind Dale every Monday and Thursday. And then over to our live post-session discussion at Frostside Chat after our show tonight. You can also listen to all of these live D&D shows with the Rogue Watson podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts. You can follow me on Twitter at Rogue Watson and join our official Discord server with invite link in the description below. If you'd like to support the channel, please check out patreon.com/RogueWatson. Patrons get exclusive access to private videos, custom 5e content, and participate in monthly DM roundtables and private patron D&D games. Shoutouts to new patron this week, Eric. No, that's not me. For our campaign, we use Roll20.net. It would be weird if I did it at this point, too. Like, maybe at the very beginning, I make some alt accounts, I fill out some names. For video chat, we use Discord, and for streaming, I use Open Broadcaster software with Streamlabs. Music is by Kevin MacLeod, and our amazing original character art was done by Jimmy McClure. Previously on Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. Having survived the battle in the Lost Spire, the party opted to take the surviving Dazan with them. They clambered back onto their nautiloid and enjoyed a relatively comfortable rest while flying toward their next destination, the maximum security prison of Revel's End. Despite an incoming alien spaceship, the prison showed no signs of life as they approached. While Robin summoned his Pegasus and flew to the central tower to unfurl the drawbridge, allowing the airship to dock high above the prison itself. After dispelling the warded door, the party, plus Dazan riding a summoned goat, squeezed into the small spiral staircase plunging downward, lit by distressing, blinking red lights. The first floor they came to held a large desk for the Lord's Alliance Council members, as well as the Warden's office and bedroom, where they looted hundreds of gold, a magic wand, and confirmed that Vaelish Gaunt was incarcerated here in the prison. In the next level, they found a completely empty barracks, the disheveled beds causing Celeste to leap into full tidying mode. On the bottom floor, they finally saw some guards. Unfortunately, they were nearly all dead. The central command room was filled with corpses. One of them stirred, the warden, who spoke of monstrous insects who burst out of walls and infected their victims with their own young. She confirmed that a woman matching Valin's description had arrived at the prison several days ago seeking audience with one of their prisoners, and not long after the attacks began. They recently lost control of the entire prison, and she's not sure if there are any survivors. The interview was also cut short when a small insectoid burst out of her chest. It proceeded to try to attack Valravn, and then as it tried to scurry away, I believe the Pegasus squished it.
That's right.
And goes back in here. As if on cue, you look around and see several other bodies suddenly distend, convulse, and explode as more small ones come leaping out. And I'm going to ask for some initiative, please.
Party now.
I'm going to hide your Alien DVD from now.
The DVD. Those are literally all in
DVD.
box-
I don't.
boxed up in the garage since we redid the floors. Couldn't part with them, but they also are no longer inside my house.
Not
Man,
technically,
where
no.
are our tokens? Okay.
Sorry, they are
I got it.
in
I
the
forgot to
middle.
select.
Yeah.
How is that? I have full health. All right.
Yeah, and we also still have, everybody has 15 temporary hit points. Don't forget those.
I
Yeah.
dare the DM to take me down then.
Again?
Yeah.
Hey, it took you like a giant mass monster to take me down.
You don't know
so-
what's in here?
The same monster as the last dungeon comes rolling out.
That's right.
I dare the dice give me 3 critical ones in a row.
Yeah, that's nothing to do with the terrible dice rolls. I don't know how your Pegasus works.
Oh, that's a good question.
Very floppily.
Is there a manual or something?
There sure is.
It's located under the Pegasus chest.
Yeah.
Lord Marbury is his own man.
Did it find Greater Steed?
Yep.
Not
You
require
control the mount in
concentration.
combat. Well, I control the mount in combat.
Okay.
That's all it says. I think it's just another creature, so I think it probably gets its own
initiative.
initiative. I think.
Seems pretty powerful to have a
I'll look that up. I'm not 100% on that.
non-concentration
Yeah.
summoned creature, I guess. Yeah.
Usually they say like it acts on your turn or something like that, but this doesn't say anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah, the entire horror display that you saw earlier like repeats itself all around the room as the camera starts doing that spinning motion, just all these insectoid creatures ripping out of these bodies and screaming and looking hungry and distressed, but fairly small.
What are the odds these are just as squishy as the one the Pegasus killed?
Yeah.
Edmund.
That Pegasus took that one down pretty easy.
Yeah, they do appear to be quite small. And Frey, you get to react first. This tiny creature is
Okay.
popping out.
Well, I am not going to rage. But I will reckless attack for that sweet, sweet advantage.
Actually.
We'll go with number 6. Almost a crit.
26 does hit, yes.
I'm gonna turn my rage damage off. Don't do the rage damage, it's just the 13.
Okay. 13, you are easily able to squash that creature very dramatically. Just crush it with the axe.
Alright,
They
then
are as squishy as the first one.
I'll step down and go to number 5. There's a crit.
Oh,
Wow.
Shazbot.
Alright.
Put it on the board.
And I get to do an extra damage die for crits with melee attacks.
I'm sure
Oh,
you'll
you
need
think?
it.
Mhm. So 11 plus a 9, and I can roll another die if I need to.
If it makes you feel better, you certainly can.
I would
Give
like
me a
to-
chance to
Another D10.
write your stats
Do I
down.
need to?
How much did you saw? Just killed it. 13.
Yeah. So 24.
All right. According to my calculations, that was the 69th critical hit of this party.
Good to call out.
That
Congrats.
bug, it just explodes.
Cool. Squishy.
Very squishy.
That's it. That's all I got.
All right. Who wants to roll Edmund for the time being? I'll make him auto attack. What is his auto attack?
Storm Whip?
Yeah, or Flame Blade, I guess.
Flame Blade? Yeah.
Go
I
with
mean, I can
that.
control him if you want me to, but I probably just have my auto attack for the time being.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's just have him Flame Blade.
Will 12 hit these little guys?
12 does not hit these little guys. Small and well, makes it trickier to hit.
Nimble?
Nimble, thank you. Jesus. That does not hit, and I don't believe he has extra attack either.
Nimble and self-employed. That's where
That was the one I couldn't think of. Good callback. All
I
right.
should have been there.
Yep, should have been there.
Yeah.
You did roll initiative for the Pegasus, yes?
Mm-hmm. I did.
Okay, I see it. However, a lot of the creatures are going next.
Sure are.
It was,
And
though.
thinking the Pegasus is still coming down the stairs because I kind of put it there, so they're going to be surrounding. Let's have 2 go after Thimbleweed, and we'll do 2 after Edmund. These little creatures have some pack tactics. They'll be getting advantage. Let's do Thimbleweed first, and these things have, like, they're small, like maybe the size of a dog, small dog, and have, like, sword-like appendages.
Oh, sure.
So, like, these kind of, picture those bugs from, like, Starship Troopers looking things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're going to try to stab you with it.
Oh, good. Mm-hmm. Oh. Yep.
With advantage, 24.
So close.
It's for 6. That is close. Wow. That's one
I'll
of them.
take that 6.
Yeah, or that's that one. Sorry. And then, sorry, they didn't all get to go at once. I had to go in order, don't I? That was that one, and then number 4 will attack Edmund. 16 does not hit Edmund, shockingly.
Wow.
Holy moly.
I know.
Yeah,
that one's
he's-
dead. He's been getting some AC
buffing
upgrades
himself.
lately. This one will attack Thimbleweed.
Uh-huh.
And another almost crit for 4.
Uh-huh.
Stabbies. Stab you with their little pincher legs and just screaming and creeling this whole time. And then I think it's the Pegasus chomping down the stairs.
That's right.
All right, I had
Lord
recently just
master.
squashed one that kind of leapt at you, Valravn.
Yeah. And Lord Marbury is going to do the same thing. He's going to, like, whinny as these little creatures run at him.
Give
and
me
he's
your
gonna
best Lord Marbury, Winnie.
Mike, you probably didn't even pick that up there.
No, we heard it.
It filters it out as noise.
Fantastic.
He will try to hoof stomp this number 2 up here. Coming at him. With a 20?
20 does hit.
Or 12. That's a hell of a stomp.
That is a hell of a stomp. Lord Marbury successfully stomps another one into submission. 2d6 plus 4 is legit.
And then, how high is this room that we're in?
20 feet, I think, because you guys had opened the staircase when it was 20 feet high, and then the stairs keep going beyond that, but at that point it becomes more of a cylindrical thing going up.
All right, Lord Marbury's going to do his best to, like, get as high as he can, but he, being a large creature, he can't get that high. He can probably get about 5-7 feet off the ground before his head starts hitting the ceiling.
Okay.
But he will try to take off and...
Like you got a
Get
bat in the
there.
room, everybody's just like...
Exactly. So he'll probably get about 10 feet up, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
And he'll come over here, I suppose.
Lying around majestically.
Flying around. It's not that majestic indoors. He doesn't have, can't
No.
soar in here. He's just flapping and...
Get spreading that horse smell everywhere.
Yep.
Thimbleweed, you're surrounded by tiny, vicious insectoid bugs that give you a very uneasy feeling when you look at them.
All of these are abominations. I am the one good one. All right. I will vigilance number 2.
Yes, 22 will hit.
I will re-roll that one and add my swarm. So 16 damage.
All right, that will definitely kill that one.
Hey. And I will attack number 1.
No, oh, I thought you did attack number 1. Which one did you attack before?
2.
2 was killed by the Pegasus.
Oh, I didn't see that. X.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to...
I see.
Red on red.
Yeah, I'm realizing that. Let me take
Red
that
on red.
I should probably use
All
that.
right. I will move then.
Stupid tiny token map.
Go down and...
Because it doesn't readjust the symbols on the tokens.
No, it doesn't. The symbols don't
that
scale.
sucks. Yeah.
now that I know what I'm looking for, it's fine. All right, I'll attack number 3.
And also, I've got red lights on everywhere. 23 will hit.
For 11.
That one is also skewered.
You do not represent me.
That one is dead. And that one is dead. So we go to Celeste.
Ooh, lovely.
Wait, can I talk to these bugs? Can I control them? Oh, man.
You just stabbed 2 of them.
Wait, it looks like everyone has X's. Who's alive now?
Number 4.
4.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'll come over and bash number 4.
Will
We're
hit.
not missing tonight.
No, dice are pretty good. Except for when I rolled for Edmund.
13.
13 is a killing blow with the mop.
Oh, oops.
Squishes.
Oh, I hit him again.
But that's fine. You can keep hitting him.
I bashed
That's-
him again. That's
Just
That's
squirt.
your cleaning attack.
That's right.
Yeah, the follow-up clean.
Will this blood be soaked up?
And the area remains quiet for now.
Well, that was easy. Time to go.
Suspiciously easy. I can't help but feel sorrow for my defeated brethren. They were
I
like,
bet it's-
what? What?
They were like
Celeste?
what? They were like what?
They were like disgusting children to me. Or
Yeah,
brothers. What did I just say?
I birthed every one of these things. Are these things related to your current anatomy?
It seems that way. And hey, look at me. You can have this yourself.
Well, it doesn't seem to have worked out too well for these folks. Just gesture at, like, all the bodies that are lying around.
There's a small chance of failure, I'm sure.
One successful halfling, a dozen dead cards.
I
Odds are
like
fine.
those odds.
Yeah. Or no, sorry.
You see, there are
Right.
2 doors, what look like 3 doors. One of them is just covered in rubble to the north, but 2 doors to the southeast and southwest, and then 2 what look like I don't know how to describe this in fantasy terms. They look like consoles with buttons on them to the south, a pair of them. And then outside this room, you can hear some metal clanging, and you hear a metallic voice that calls out, "Warning! Prison is on alert. All non-personnel must lie prone on the ground. Failure to comply will result in disciplinary action." And that's the message you heard earlier that appears to be just repeating.
Ray's pushing all the buttons.
Hold on. Are these buttons labeled at all? Or
They are labeled 1 through 24.
She has gone. Boop, 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 boop.
Stops at 23.
You note that there are, so you as you're doing that, I'll describe, there's also on either end, there is a red button that looks like it has to be, looks like the same on both consoles that are both switched to the on position, and it says emergency.
Self-destruct?
It just says emergency alert above both buttons. As you're flipping the various buttons, which they're all in one position, you're flipping to another position, you can hear the sound of gates opening.
I will have a fair fight.
That might solve our arcane lock problem. But it might introduce others, but we'll have to see.
Now it's a fair fight, like I said.
Yes. So I feel like Edmund would want to at least investigate this console and see if he could figure out. He's our scientifically minded person.
He was quite interested in that before.
Especially how to turn off, if we can turn off this red alert that's happening.
Sure. Without even making a check, it's all very well labeled. He can peer over Frey's body as she's fiddling with the buttons. Yeah.
I feel like Frey's doing it like she's in Minority Report, like she knows what she's doing. She's like, da, 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 da. But she's just pressing buttons.
Yeah.
Ones that are lit up, she's pushing it, they turn off, and now it's just a game, trying to get them all off or all on at the same time. There's always one that doesn't actually work to make the... She's trying to jam off that red alert button.
Edmund is able to surmise, without making any check, that the buttons all correspond to different cells. So every time you're flipping a button, you are opening or closing a cell. And then the two buttons on either end seem to correspond with the security lockdown alert that is currently in the on position, denoted by the red lights and then the voices that you're hearing. You're not sure what else it does, but it appears to be in the on position.
So you just possibly let everyone out, Frey?
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole prison has been let out. I mean, I don't know how many of them are still alive, so let's... Which we're not. Speaking of, we're not hearing. I mean, we're in a. From what I can see, kind of, we're in one of those. What's the word?
It's in the prison tower.
Panopticon.
Is that the word for it? Like centralized? I'm thinking of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
Okay.
Like a centralized. It's where the command structure is located in the middle of the prison, so that they can see basically all the different prison cells at one time.
Have we? But
Yeah,
as
actually,
a function of this, have we heard any voices or seen any people in any of these cells?
The only thing you've heard, so far is that kind of metallic security voice that's been surrounding you. You haven't heard much of that, and obviously the screaming cries of these creatures when they popped out.
Yeah,
that's all you've heard at the moment. However, you do hear again that metallic footstep clanging sound pretty regularly outside.
Okay.
And when that voice repeats, it almost sounds like it's from a different angle.
Perhaps we ought to shut off this red alert that's happening. Whatever is outside is liable to view us as trespassers, I imagine.
Perhaps it can tell us what happened here.
Would you like to try talking to it?
Security!
I can
What happened here?
No response at the moment. I will share with you.
No response.
You find on the wall a very helpful map of the area. Shout out to patron Refus for making this for me.
Wow.
You guys are currently located in the surveillance hub.
Is there a button on there that allows me to speak overhead?
On the console, there is actually. One that's labeled with the classic like person shouting symbol.
Okay.
And it has like a little a microphone, like a brass trumpet looking thing that goes into this console.
Okay. I press it and say, if anyone knows what happened in this facility, meet us at the surveillance hub in the middle of the facility. Post haste!
You wait for a few moments, and your response is a series of inhuman screams and cries echoing around the walls.
Press it again. Do any of you know what happened? Screams is not something I understand currently.
Do you speak goat?
Press again. Indeed. Does anyone here speak animal of any kind? That is very helpful for me. Thank you. I just hear more screams. I don't think anyone knows anything.
Frey's moved to the other console is hitting more buttons.
Okay.
This is her form of entertainment. Like now she's lights are on, lights are going off.
Like a pop-it thing or something.
Mm-hmm.
You're the two dumbest people in the world.
It's just bashing at this thing. At some point, you hear a different sound, and when you even look out of one of these windows, you might be able to see a figure wearing a very just simple robe and slippers comes like skulking out of what is now an open cell, and then the metallic voice repeats itself again, and you see this figure try to dart and run, and then this metallic figure, its chest opens up, and this net comes flinging out of its chest and snares this prisoner as he crumples to the ground.
Job, you let some prisoners out and they were promptly recaught.
I'll hear the voice ask what happened.
Oh, get me out of here! Kill me!
Who?
Wait, can we actually like talk to these guys, or are they outside?
Yeah, they're still kind of outside. You're inside this like fairly secure facility, and you can just barely hear this muffled action going on outside.
Okay, I'm gonna walk out of the surveillance hub.
Yep.
These are both doors, right?
Yes, and you see one of the doors is actually like has been busted open and is ajar right here.
Ooh. Is that where the prisoner is?
Yes, you can see the prisoner right here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, symbol above his head.
Oh, yeah.
You, sir. Who is going to kill you?
This creatures killed everyone.
Do not worry. We have already killed many creatures.
We killed them all.
I said many.
For
liability reasons, I cannot say all.
The pair of metallic figures snap their heads towards you, Thimbleweed, and say, "All non-personnel must lie prone on the ground. Failure to comply will result in disciplinary action."
All right. I will...
You have 10 seconds to comply.
I will lie prone on the ground, pull out my badge, and say, "Do not worry, kind sirs. I am a sheriff. No, marshal. What are we again?"
Like Robinson right behind the door. We're marshals. Yeah, it's good. Marshals, yes.
Marshals of formerly 10 towns.
Now 3 towns.
Under our rule, they have consolidated to a grander empire.
More efficient empire, one would say.
More efficient.
The figure begins walking towards you as you're lying prone on the ground.
Did you hear me, sir?
On personnel. Confirmed. It leans down and you see it produce a pair of manacles from a like compartment in its leg. It says, "Please remain still. This is for your own safety.
No need. I am on the side of the Marshals.
And then you see at the same moment, though, he looks to the right and sees the open door and says, "Warning: all non-personnel must lie prone on the ground. Failure to comply will result in disciplinary action. You have 10 seconds to comply."
The disciplinary action.
Looks like well, I don't know. Actually, that's not the disciplinary action. The
You have 5 seconds to comply.
But we are personnel, my good sir. We do. What was the warden's name?
Jimmy.
We just read some. Kimmy. Warden Kimmy.
I am now authorized to use physical force. Backup requested. And I'm gonna have all of you guys roll initiative.
Oh, I didn't even get like 2 words out.
It feels like it was intentional.
And Thimbleweed, the initiative starts when it clamps the manacles around your back. However, they also look like they're not hostile towards you.
Okay.
It's a good news, bad news situation.
To watch as we're all murdered by robots.
Yes.
And you hear the guy on the ground saying, "You idiots! He's gonna kill us all!"
Reese, while we're getting into initiative, you need to read like what the chat put in there. They're calling you Mr. T.
That's right. Yeah,
Tim, Theron, Thimbleweed. Yeah.
yeah. It started off as a mistake or a coincidence with Talus and my zombie Tim.
That's right. But now you're leaning into it.
Hey, Bob Ross says there's no such things as mistakes, just happy little accidents.
Yes.
Right.
Tim,
So now I've
Theron,
really
and Talus were all happy little accidents.
painted myself into a corner.
Yeah.
Put in little trees.
Yeah, Bob Ross style. He's always talking about painting himself into a corner. You did it again, Bob. You did it again.
God damn it, Bob.
All right,
I know
we
who Reese is
are.
going for for Halloween this year.
You can't do anything right.
Gotta roll for.
I'd like to see him pop out this episode where he just
Melt
loses
down.
All right, we're starting with Celeste this time, as you've got these look like mechanical prison guards, to the best of your knowledge. And they've requested all of you lie prone on the ground, and apparently they are detaining everyone.
It's these things down here, right? This is where I'm going.
That is correct.
There we go. Okay.
They're just regular human size. I was imagining like big hulking things.
Just regular human size.
Do they look
I
like
imagine
humans? But
RoboCop.
like, yeah, RoboCop. They look like RoboCop.
Classic RoboCop, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine the bad robot in RoboCop.
No, that was like a mecha walker thing.
Yeah, the mecha
No,
walker.
these are more
Right.
like android looking things.
I imagine the Family Guy bit.
You're right.
Advanced do these look? Like, do these look like they might be susceptible to like water damage kind of robots because they're mechanical?
It can't take a drop of water.
That's a terrible weakness.
Just, if they're I mean, my Roomba, if we douse that in water, it wouldn't go well.
As far as I know, constructs in the D&D universe don't operate like actual electronics.
Damn it.
They are based on magic,
Is it
Um,
steam
not based on steam.
No,
or
I really
nuclear?
It's powered by
Wonder-
nuclear fission.
Just-
They invented the splitting of the atom just to build robot men to patrol this prison.
Just for that purpose.
Stop, because we're technical. And
Yeah, hey,
stop
very
that.
responsible though. I mean, look, you can't, no going wrong there. I'm sure.
We could
Okay.
have unlimited energy or robot.
Or
man.
robot men patrolling our prisons. I think you know the right answer to that.
All right,
I'm
so I'll
sure
hit
there's
number
no
one.
Human rights violations with them. 23 will hit.
It's 9 bludgeoning.
Wait a second. There's more than 2 robot guards. Uh-oh.
Yes.
I just knew of the 2.
28. Boy, you guys are fucking hitting tonight, though.
Yeah.
Sorry, give me 1 second. You know, my character sheet.
Scanning.
Chris is having flashbacks right now.
It's so bad.
Stop.
If someone knows how to like better organize my character sheet, then that would be
Just delete half the things and
Just delete your character.
wonderful.
Make it up as you go.
Like
So
when
what I was trying to figure out was so I've got this, my Searing Arc Strike, and it does not say that this is a bonus action. Oh, sorry, it does say bonus action. I see it now. Oh, I was thinking Stunning Strike. This is what I was looking at earlier. That this, I think, so this is what I want to clarify. So Stunning Strike does not say it's a bonus action. It's just a key point to attempt a Stunning Strike. So to me, that says like I could still do my bonus action on top of this, right?
You're right.
This is what
Stunning
yeah.
strike is like it's part of your original action. So you're
Like
spinning
part
a
of it,
key
okay.
to then do a stun on top of your action. So
Okay.
took so
Okay.
long that
I
Edmund
think
spawned
I'm
in.
gonna. Yeah. I think I'll save that. I'll save that for later because I think his turn is not coming up anyway, so it's probably not gonna be necessary. But I'll just do then my unarmed strike. That's a 12.
12's not gonna hit though.
Yeah.
Good effort.
All right. Ooh, I think there's maybe more fellows back here. I was going to run this way. I'll still run
By
this
all
way.
means, run deeper into the dungeon. That worked out well for you guys last time.
Well, yeah. Well, I was started to run this way, and I saw there was more guys. I'm like, well, I'm not going to back out now because that's kind of like
Jump into the room.
cheating. So I was gonna come this way so that anyway. All right, that's my turn.
All right, we've got this one who still has one of his nets deployed on the person who crawled out of a cell and was restrained. And will be... it'll attempt to fire another net at you, Celeste. I need a dexterity saving throw as it literally just shoots out a net with like a trailing cable behind it. Oh, but she dances out of the way with a nat 20. That
It just takes her mop and that cleans it out of the air before you even get
Need to add that to the board.
all of us were like, how did she do that?
I'm too
Where'd the
clean to
net
be
go?
restrained.
Yeah, the net just becomes part of her mop. Like,
Yeah.
this is mine now.
Yep, and it just kind of grunts and walks up and starts to punch you.
All else fails.
Just knock
Punch him in the face.
knock them unconscious. And then
Elegance has
authorize
failed.
to
Time for
use
punching.
physical force. I don't think 11's gonna do it though.
No,
Once more, 15.
that will do it.
Or 11 bludgeoning. It's the max damage with the punch.
Damn.
We've got a fray.
okay. Gonna crouch down on all fours so it looks like a spider. 5. Do you have like an image of these things that you can share real quick?
Let's see if it's actually set up.
Or just make the token real big?
Unfortunately, these did not come with their own handout, but I can attempt to...
What's the big token button? I forget what that, like, shift Z?
Oh, well, yeah, I could try to do that. But I think that, yeah, let's try that. Oh yeah, that works.
There you go.
That's better.
Okay.
Yep. So it's kind of a
like suits of armor.
like a
kind
suit of armor. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Just needed to make sure it had shoulders.
It does have shoulders.
Alright. So as I'm going, I'm going to activate my Boots of the Vind rune, which allows me to have 20 feet of my movement turned into flight.
I don't remember this, but cool.
It's from,
And I will go
Yarwood,
up
I believe.
and come down right on his shoulders. As I'm coming down, the rage comes out of me. And I land with some very fancy new claws.
With
Nice.
my character sheet for some reason. That sucks.
Oops,
Oh.
that's probably my bad.
Asking him to share it.
I literally can't pull it up anymore. Crap. What is going on?
They all have mechanical failures and fall apart.
Yeah. I can pop it out. Okay, that works. Pop it out. Okay, yeah, you can fly up there, do your leap attack with your magic boots, and land on its shoulders.
As raged with some fun new claws.
Okay.
So just come down. Just like I'm on its shoulders going like this, trying to swing my axe into its
Sure.
chest. 19 hit it?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Oops, I need to add +3 to that for my rage. Did you get that?
So
Now
18.
you,
Yes.
Okay.
now you are on rage time.
Rage time.
26 will hit.
Yes.
12.
Oh my goodness. Hacking apart. Kroong, kroong. The whole time they don't change their demeanor and they just repeat that message. All non-personnel must lie prone on the ground. Just that whole time.
The whole time Frey's still asking it, what is the disciplinary action?
It's trying to punch Celeste in the face.
That's it. That's all I got.
All right, it's still standing, but it is extremely damaged. You've knocked off like several pieces of it.
That's all I got. It's my 2 attacks.
All right, Raymond, welcome to the session. We had some chest burster fights, and then Frey, of course, went to the magic console and flipped all the switches, which opened all the prison cells. And then they heard what sounded like a prisoner escaping that got detained by some construct guards. And then when Thimbleweed went out to try and speak to them, he was asked to lie prone on the ground.
I complied.
Which he complied. And unfortunately, the rest of the party, not so much. So now we're in combat.
So are there more prison doors open?
They're all open.
I think they're all open by now, yeah. But you
But
guys
yeah.
didn't hear a lot, and the other important thing is you didn't hear a lot of voices or anything. You heard just a lot of the screaming, crooning, cawing voices of these monstrous insects, like echoing off the walls. You didn't really hear human voices. You heard these metallic construct voices. And then this one prisoner has been yelling about how they'll come kill us all and everything. He looks very distressed.
How many doors are there? Like, is that the only door everybody's leaving out of?
No, there's another door to the southeast.
That white one? But that's it, just 2 doors?
Yeah, it looks like there was supposed to be a third one up to the north, but it is just completely covered in rubble.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just there's all these little window slots, I guess. I
Yes,
can't
there's
tell.
there's a lot of windows. You have vision of a lot of the surrounding area.
Okay. And this is Zod right next to me.
Yes, I did not roll initiative for him. He's been expressly told to not cast any spells and not be involved in anything, and he looks quite worried at these automations yelling at everybody.
Well, I guess we'll take these things down. 5, 10, 15.
Don says, "Quite the welcome mat they've got rolled out for us."
Where can I stand? There's nowhere to stand.
It is. We're gonna crowd in his door, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, technically, I'm on top of number
Oh, that's
1.
true. Yeah, your
Yeah,
character's
Frey
not-
is actually on top of one of the guards.
Ah, got you.
I'll put me behind it.
20, 25. I guess I'll just stand here. Oh, my character sheet. Sorry, I might have fallen asleep putting the child to sleep.
I can't blame you for that. I've done that many times.
You're in that post-nap haze.
Well, you're in a room
Right.
designed to put a human being to sleep, so it's really fucking hard not to fall asleep.
Right, it's dark.
Sometimes I look on our Nest cam. I'm like, Freeze hasn't come down in a while, and he'll be asleep on the floor
Oh, wow.
next to the crib.
That's impressive.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We have a little, like, tiny kid mattress next to the crib in her room just for those purposes.
20
Family
on
sitting
number
the
1.
floor hurts.
Yes, that will hit.
And it's gonna bounce to number 2. Another 7.
All right, that's 14 and number 1.
Yeah, 14 on number 1.
Okay.
And 7 on the second one.
That actually kills number 1, so Frey, you can come
Nope.
kind of tumbling down on your own.
Whoops. Sorry, Frey.
Sorry, I just ride the.
Yeah, she's not
The
that
stuff,
high
yeah.
up, yeah.
Legolas off the elephant.
Yep.
Just sort of slide off.
It just like slumps over.
And that is the end of my turn.
It doesn't die. It's just so sad no one complied.
Yeah,
Mhm.
right. You complied, so it was pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
All right. This other guard will step up and will attempt to fire a net at a token fate to see who it's going to target. Celeste, give me another dexterity saving throw. See if you can dance away as nimbly as you did last time. Just opens its chest cavity and phoom.
Okay. Hold on now.
Holding.
So it's just to either be restrained or not. So I don't think that this helps me then, because I've got my thing that makes me more dexterous, but it's like one of evasion, I think is what I'm thinking of. But it's
Oh,
more
yeah,
that's more for
damage.
damage, so I think this wouldn't apply.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay, Edmund yells out, "Well, look, Celeste, the net's bigger than you think."
Stupid flash of genius. So good.
It's a 17 now.
All right. With Edmund's flash of genius helping you, you are able to escape from the net.
It's this big, not this big.
And once again, you're the nearest target, so it just comes up and attempts to wail on you. 15. I think you said that hit.
15 hits. Yep.
Minimum damage. Max and minimum.
Yeah. 16 for... Oh, man. 2 small,
Wow.
tiny little punches back to back. 4-4. That one is dead. This one is not. Same thing. We'll do... Try and get between the 3 of you. Thimbleweed's already down, so they're not even targeting him. Celeste has been targeted again.
All the nets.
One more dex saving throw as I'm to fire its net at you.
Uh,
I don't think he can use another flash of genius because that does, I
Reaction.
believe, take his reaction. Yeah.
I have inspiration. I'll use my inspiration.
All right.
Mm.
Hey.
All
Oh, yeah, she got
right.
+8. Yeah, that's yeah.
I know. With inspiration,
I know,
you were
I
able
like-
to dance out of there. Yeah. Every time there's like a glitch in the matrix, seeing this net cannon fire out. All right.
Dodging nets left and right.
And then once again, it will attempt to slam at you. Alright, I need you to roll a little bit better for damage, fellas. Oh, that's what I'm gonna hit. 13. They're very sad. Our nets. Alright, Valravn.
All right, Varavn will sort of lean past Edmund to Thimbleweed. Like, Thimbleweed, would you prefer to be freed of these manacles, so that you may aid us in this battle?
Or are you into the
Or are
BDSM?
you-
Because we can unlock a whole new story arc.
No, this reminds me of the time that I was assaulted by that gang of goats and they manacled me to a post. It was not a fun day.
Oh my god.
They beat me with hands.
more I know of your life story, my good sir, the less I wish to know. But yeah, that's very interesting. Perhaps let's
DM writes notes about making a goat dungeon.
Yeah. Goats tortured PC.
Now we know what the
Recurring
Halloween episode's going to be about,
goat
everybody.
dungeon? Question mark.
Goats with hands? Question mark.
No, they're eating the cans, and it's like flinging them at
Oh,
you.
hands! I thought you said hands.
I also
Like
thought he said
hands.
hands, like separate
Oh.
hands.
I thought he said
Pan.
pans. Like P-A-N-S. I thought he said pans.
Wait,
You know what?
y'all-
It's actually
y'all-
hilarious no matter what he fucking said.
Pans, cans, hands,
Yeah,
fans.
either way. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
probably did need hands to manacle me to a post.
that's what I was thinking. Like, how do goats manacle a gnome to a post? I don't know. But Valravn will lean forward and he will say, "Let's us get you out of these restraints so that you may aid us." And he is going to face step Thimbleweed out of those manacles. He's going to cast Misty Step on him.
Is that how face step works?
I mean,
It
I
is
can
now.
cast
You choose
Misty
what-
Step on.
Pieces you come and go?
Well, okay. I know Misty Step is used with when a creature is grappling you. Yes. I don't know about like pieces of like accoutrements that are
Yeah.
attached to your body. I don't know if you can leave those behind. That's actually a good question.
As
Shall I
long
look
as
it
you
up?
agree that every time you do that, you end up naked.
Right, like
I
is this
mean-
Terminator rules? Where when you appear
We
somewhere,
did
you're
kind of,
you're bereft of any articles of clothing whatsoever. I don't think that's supposed to be the case.
Which means Nimble will be naked as well. If you're ruling it that way.
Unless you can cite as evidence, I would argue that this would not teleport him magically out of the manacles. You could still teleport his whole
person
with the
attached.
manacles somewhere else, absolutely. But and I'm willing to be corrected on this, but didn't think that was the use of it.
Interesting. All right. Well, I'll look it up in the meantime. But if there's any official rulings,
It's had to have come up before. I can't imagine this is too much of an edge case.
right?
I would agree that if a creature was grappling you, then yes, you could.
Just Misty Step out of the grapple. Of the creature.
Yeah.
Don't I have a? And I thought I had something that made people smaller. I was gonna make him even smaller so he could get out of the manacles.
You have multiple potions of growth still, I think, but none of the opposite one.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what would happen if I made him grow while he's in manacles.
I mean,
It might be the same
Like-
as clothes.
Yeah,
would-
they
my
grow with
clothes
them.
grow.
The clothes grow, so the
You might
Yeah.
be stronger from the growth, I don't know, but
Just think of the manacles as clothes right now.
right. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, instead, he will speak some words about.
Because I also had a spell that I thought would work, and looking at it going, nope, that won't work.
I don't think that will anymore. He
So,
will.
according to Mike Merles and verified by Jeremy Crawford, if you have the ability to cast the spell Misty Step, you can leave manacles, chains, whatever is tying you up behind. Because you are teleporting your person and not the item. Per Mike Merles and Jeremy
So there's
Crawford.
okay, I'll accept that. So there's an unwritten caveat with the spell that you can choose exactly what it is you're
Like,
bringing.
how much of your clothing you can bring with you. I
Yeah.
guess is the assumption there.
Anything that's
None of
attached
it.
to you, right?
I mean, I guess technically at that point you could ask like, hey, if I'm holding a house, could I teleport the house with me? You know, like at some point you get to choose like
Yeah.
where's the limited range of the spell. All right. Well, DM, are you?
I said that I would be willing to rule on if we found precedent. So yeah, I'm fine with that. You're still
Alright.
expending a thing to do it, so that's
Yeah, I am. Yes.
Jeremy Crawford does follow up. It is still up to the DM, but
Yeah.
That's
Him
why
and
I asked. I
Merles.
was like,
No, I mentioned that. That works for me.
Yep. All right. Well, then back to plan A. I'm going to Misty Step, Thimbleweed. Like, I don't know.
Who's Mike Merle?
I don't think he's like a public figure. I don't think I've ever seen him in person. He's a writer, right? Like a D&D writer.
Mike Merles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's like one of the rules creators, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I'll teleport Thimbleweed like not into this room, but like maybe like here, like like
Jeremy
farther
Crawford.
away.
Okay. Teleport him out there.
Yep.
Or further. I don't know how far your teleport goes.
It's 30
He-
feet, but that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Mike Merles co-led the design for 5e. So if anyone knows the rules, it's probably him.
yeah, I just don't think he's. I recognize the name. I just don't think he's like he hasn't been like Jeremy Crawford. I've seen him DM games.
Yeah.
No, he's
Like-
more the behind the scenes guy.
Yeah. All right, and then with my action, I'm gonna start blasting.
Anyway,
I start
Oh, that was a
blasting.
bonus action.
That's a bonus action. He will produce his gauntlets and attempt to blast this. What is this, number 2 here?
Oof.
27?
Yeah, you guys are killing it tonight.
1 damage.
1 damage.
Killed it.
Killed it.
Yep.
Nailed it. And 11, not so much. One goes
roll the
wide.
damage.
What? Oh, shit!
Now, if you miss, don't you have to make the save on that?
there is a thing.
Not that
yes,
you can fail the save, but
Yeah. Now I'm in Rochelle's position. I'm like scrolling through my everything. Like, where is the where's the gauntlet?
well. Oh no. That's so much text.
yeah,
DC 10 charisma saving throw.
yeah. I think we determined you have to roll a 1, basically.
And yeah.
Yeah, he's got a +9.
Well, technically a 1 would still succeed because 1 plus 9 is 10. But
Yeah, I guess that's true. Unless we count 1 as auto failure.
Drop.
yeah.
Dropping the knowledge.
But how dare you put basic math against me? I can't
Your
keep
one
up.
weakness.
Yes, one weakness. Thimbleweed, you are no longer restrained. Having been teleported, your clothes are slowly catching up to you.
Try to outrun my clothes. I am free forever. Okay, I'll go up to 2, and I'll start bashing.
18 will hit. All non-personnel must lie prone on the ground.
Not the conversationalist, these folk.
For 15.
Okay.
I told you I was a marshal.
Error, rank not found. For 11?
Yep.
Alright, that one's looking pretty effed up by now. Lord Marbury flying around. Surveillance hub.
Yeah, can he even get out of this door?
Not very easily. Probably not with a person there.
Well, I mean, if the door is, I mean, I guess how tall is this door? You said the ceiling was 20 feet.
The
so is
ceiling's
the
pretty
door 20
high,
feet
but the
tall?
door is like a normal
Okay.
house door. It would be, yeah, they're kept pretty regular door size.
Door size.
They don't normally have large creatures in here.
Okay. Then Lord Marbury doesn't like this at all. He is annoyed at being stuck in this tiny room. Well, you guys have all the fun. So he's gonna walk over to this other door and just start, like, he's gonna land on the ground and just rear up and start trying to bash the door down with his hooves.
Okay.
Just to get out of this room.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Okay. 20.
Give me some damage.
15. That's
Okay.
damage.
It doesn't destroy the door, but it starts doing some serious damage. And you notice that the other door was ajar. This one has all of the magical wards and seals and stuff on it, so it's pretty
Yeah.
heavy duty. So even though
Okay.
obviously a horse kicking at the door, even a flying magic horse, should be able to just destroy a normal door. This is not a normal door, but it does. That hit and attack does do significant damage.
All right. He will just keep doing that. Just one side of this room.
Fair enough. Celeste.
Okay. So 2, 3, and 4 still alive, right?
Yeah, 2 is heavily damaged at this point.
All right. So I'm gonna use my mop as sanitizing action. The bit in the middle about whirling my mop around me. Each creature of my choice within 5 feet has to make a con saving throw
Oh.
or take a 1d6. Take 1d6 or 2d6 radiant damage.
Nice. I don't think I've ever seen this used before.
Yeah, it's been a while.
For
for sure.
I usually am not in this good of
Yeah.
a position.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right
you-
in the middle of multiple targets. I like it.
You generally like to attack and get out and attack and get out. Yeah.
Yes, but now I can't do that because there's too many of them that would have an attack of opportunity. So
Yep.
this is what we're doing.
All right, what is your
So I think it's
what's your wisdom modifier?
okay. My wisdom modifier is 1.
Okay, so
So
8
it's
plus
13.
Yeah, that sounds right. 13 gives you 4. 13 damage is go ahead and roll the damage 2d6. I
Okay,
gotta plug that into my thing.
8.
Right. And is it half or no damage on a save? It's just no.
Yeah, I think it's no damage. Well,
Oh,
shit!
boy!
Oh shit!
That was rude.
You see that they have water-resistant sealant all over their bodies. Those of you listening,
They really
as a
they really are
1917.
water-resistant. Okay. But I still have my extra
They sprung
attack,
for the
so-
extra package.
That's still it. You spray on couches.
Scotch guard.
Scotch guard. He's got a Scotch guard on.
Okay, I think you said 2 is pretty badly damaged.
Yes.
Right, so then I'll use my extra attack to hit 2 for 9 bludgeoning.
All right.
And then, is he still standing?
Yes, but very, 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 very wounded.
All right, then I'm going to do Flurry of Blows to spend a key point to do 2 unarmed strikes. So, first unarmed strike is probably not going
Is
to...
a huge miss. Our first one.
All right, second one
That one will hit.
for 10.
All right, that one does kill, destroy this automaton. And unfortunately, that one is dead. Fortunately for me, Frey. The 2 nearest you are both destroyed.
Here. And then. Do my turn real quick because I'm getting some baby aggro.
Mm-hmm. She's early.
15.
Yes, 15 will hit.
And then on top of this, I'm going to make number 4 attack number 3. So it'll take 11 damage, and then it has to attack number 3.
Do I get a sit? Yeah. Wisdom save. What's the number?
16.
Plus 16. Boy. Oh, I rolled pretty well too.
Ah,
Not good enough. Must make a melee attack against the creature of your choice. All right.
Number 3.
Yep, so it reaches over and attempts to slam its partner, which does hit for 10. There goes my good damage. 10 damage.
Yeah.
Damn it. It's just Rock'em Sock'em robots over there for a second.
And then I'll do it again. 20 will hit. And I'll
Yep.
take another 11 points of damage.
Okay, that was reckless attack, right?
Yeah. And then he can make that save again. I think I'm allowed to do it again. Yeah.
Feature number. Yeah, you just keep. Yeah.
Yep.
Just
So
feature
try to
number
make
of
your
times
save
equal to
again.
proficiency bonus.
Hurry up, make your save.
Yep. That one does make it though.
Alright. There you go.
Better.
That's my turn.
All right.
A little
Edmund.
faster.
How are these things looking?
They were healthy until Frey just did all that, and now they're both damaged.
I'll just hit number 3. Oops. JK.
That is an oops. Yeah, you rolled a 2.
That's unfortunate. I don't think I have anything to do. It's a bonus action. Alright. He whiffs. He looks bad.
All right. Still got some nets to deploy, which they want to try to do as much as they can, and this time Thimbleweed's included since he is now a combatant.
He's no longer complying.
No longer complying. We'll do all 4 of y'all, and it is Thimbleweed. The net
Back in
cannon
the
comes
chairs.
shooting out. I need a deck save. I literally picture that net gun from the old Predator, Alien vs Predator game, where the Predator just shot like this fucking net at people.
Right.
Oh, that's a good save.
I'm a Marshal!
However, the nearest target is Celeste and Frey, so we'll do it between them. And it is Frey, and I know she recklessly attacked, so we'll do some advantage. Ten, and again, that one's gonna miss. I don't believe she has any, or it doesn't look like she has any temp hit points, so I'm gonna take her, or she is raging though, so that's 5. Alright, next one is still up. This one, same thing. Attempt to fire its net cannon at somebody. Oh, whoops, I hit the wrong thing. You already know that one. This time it's Edmund. Give me a deck save at Mr. Ulrich.
Not good.
And yet, ironically, only Celeste has been missing it, and she's got like the best decks. She needed a lot of help for that one. But the rest of you are making it no problem. And it will decide between these 3. Who it's going to attack is Celeste. Without advantage. 22 should hit for 4. I cannot hit you for any damage, though. 22 for 7. And a little bit of damage. Valravn.
Alright.
Zahn in the back says something like, "You can't handle it. You guards out there, what's going on?"
Calm down, my friend. We are dealing with them. They are constructs, not our normal opponents. Valravn will... I suspect... Valravn suspects these guys are immune to psychic damage, which means most of his shit is useless. He will, though, as a bonus action, he will... Nobody's actually netted right now, right? Everybody's making their saves.
Correct. Everybody is
Yeah.
making the fucking saves. Except for the poor prisoner that escaped, but...
Ha! Yeah. Alright, Valravn will, seeing Celeste, like, literally dodge 3 nets in a row earlier,
Mhm.
he'll, read some words about the graceful, nimbleness of the tall oak woman. Unbeknownst to anyone, she had the grace of a ballet dancer. And she will give, Celeste a Bardic Inspiration.
I thought you said oak woman. Like what?
I heard
Spell
too. I
oak
kind of
woman.
liked it though. It made me feel sturdy.
Sturdy like an oak.
Woman.
Has a way with words.
Yep.
With big hams.
That no net can contain.
And then he is going to start blasting again. He's going to pull out his gauntleted, which actually we need to look and see if the cantrip this item is based on should have leveled up at some point. I feel like it may have. What's it? Eldritch Blast. I don't remember what levels this happen at. Anyway, you blast him for some
I believe Eldritch Blast lets you fire multiples is how that levels up actually.
It does. That's why you gave me 2 at one point because you were like, I think I
Okay.
told you like the Eldritch Blast like gets to 2 at some point.
Yeah.
And then it gets 3 at some point, but I don't remember what level it gets 3 at. Anyway.
I mean, keep in mind, most magic items don't level up with the players.
That
That's
is
something
true.
that
That
I've
is
done
true.
specifically with the
You
runic
did.
axe, but
Yeah.
this is not a normal D&D thing.
It's not leveling.
Shouldn't my magic item have leveled up by now? I don't. Come on, guys.
I'm using it enough, right?
Yeah.
26 for 5.
At which one?
At number 3. Which I guess I probably have to step down here to actually target. And then another 5
All right.
at number 3. Not bad for its
Blasting.
average.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Thimbleweed.
All right. Go up here and commence the hackathon. Let's re-roll that 1.
Let's.
For 12 damage.
All right, that one's looking pretty messed up.
Mess them up again.
Pretty messing up.
10 damage.
All right, looking extremely wounded, one would say. Oil leaking. I guess oil doesn't exist in this universe. I don't know how to describe it damaged.
Oil
Dents
probably
and dings and
Mr. Valravin, I believe his fusion core is leaking.
This nuclear fission is. Oh no, I've exposed it.
He's melting
It's
down.
leaking radiation.
There's
We all have
methane on the
radiation.
ground.
Yep, none of you are gonna have children. You can keep attacking that door.
Yes. Lord Marbury will continue to frustratedly hoof at that door. Will 17 hit a door?
17 will not hit the door, actually.
Oh, shit!
I told you these are magically sealed doors.
Alright, well...
Or
Well,
thematically, it's probably just like it couldn't penetrate the armor with that attack. I mean, it's obviously a
Right,
fucking
right.
door, but...
it's not that he missed. It's that he didn't really do any damage.
Wait a minute,
to it.
that door's over there now. What the fuck?
I thought it was right here.
Should have said, Mr. Edmund, we have a nuclear disaster on our hands. What do we do?
Yeah, it was we're all dead. I don't know.
Blessed. Surrounded by even more damaged automatons.
Okay. I'm attack number 3
Yes.
for 8 bludgeoning.
Okay, it's getting down there.
I'm gonna attack number 4. I want to make sure I can run away this time. 16,
16 does hit.
10 bludgeoning.
All right, just with your secondary attack, you actually destroy number 4, and it powers down.
Oh, that's wonderful news. And then yeah, I'll spend another key point to do flurry of blows again for 2 unarmed strikes for the remaining guy.
Sure.
15.
Yes.
10 radiant damage.
Ooh. Oh,
That's a
10's not gonna hit. This thing is so damaged, dude.
Okay, I'm gonna run away. Okay, that's it.
Alright, I will pray real quick. Alright, Frey will finish off number 3. That's how close it was. And you don't hear any other mechanical automatons around. And the only voice you hear is of the looks like a human man in one of those nets that was deployed from these guards.
Let's talk to him. Hello, sir.
As you get close, it takes you a second, but you actually recognize this person.
Oh.
Has a bit more facial hair than you might have remembered and looks a lot more disheveled and malnourished. But you recall a young man that you were sent after many sessions ago by a woman in a town who wanted you to look for her son, who had been, what you had gathered, corrupted by a Charlatan object he had found. And he had been taken by a group of people to a castle, and you guys eventually made it to that castle and had an adventure in there, and that was where Valravan revealed that he was working for Avarice, who was one of the Arcane Brotherhood, who was at that place, yada yada yada. This was the you recognize this man was the initial person you were sent to find, and who seemed perfectly happy at being with them and that group, and generally did not want to be rescued, and you just left him there with that group.
Oh boy. Okay.
And recognition begins to creep through his eyes as well, because you all obviously stand out pretty uniquely in Icewind Dale, certainly.
Well, greetings, my boy. I didn't expect to see you here.
His name was, we mocked endlessly, Warwer.
What?
Yeah, I typed it, so.
That was the joke. I don't think any of us said it right.
Mm-hmm.
Horror.
Horror. The horror.
It's
Horror?
you, the Marshals.
Indeed.
Yeah, you'd been literally saying that this entire time.
Yeah.
To be fair.
I kept trying to tell them we were the Marshals. Did you know them?
Oh no, I've never really see them out much. They're only out when it's an emergency.
Shut-ins.
Yes. Look, we gotta get out of here. There's things are everywhere.
No, we took care of them.
Oh, there's so many. There's so many all over.
No, we stopped him. There were like 6 of them. We killed him. It's fine.
There were like 6 of them. It wasn't that many.
You don't understand.
What's the rush?
What happened here? Do you speak goat?
Hey, what? Says there was these attacks just started happening. I'm not sure. They didn't tell us anything. No, at one point, after the attacks got really bad and they put everything in lockdown, that at some point all the cell doors just opened up and a lot of the prisoners got out. That was chaos. The guards and the prisoners were fighting, and then those creatures just started coming out of everywhere and attacking and killing. So many. I didn't want to go into that. I stayed and hid in my cell. Eventually they closed back up, but I didn't really see any more guards or prisoners after that. He looks like dehydrated and malnourished.
Tell us about prisoner 237.
Do it quickly. You look terrible.
I mean, I don't. There's a number of prisoners here. I don't. Guess he was the. I don't know. He looked like a hoity-toity. You know, like he must have been somebody. Thinking of the right one.
He was somebody. A woman
Hey,
probably came and visited him recently.
you got some on you, don't you? I can smell it.
Give me one of these as he produces a Shardland fragment.
Okay. His eyes get really wide at that. Says, yeah. I just need to touch it. And he starts like twitching.
Millweed pats the illicit drugs in his pocket. Whew.
I'm safe. He's not after my meth.
I'd lose my Marshals badge for sure.
He's the guy in the net. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's still. He's been struggling against this net, but he obviously is pretty feeble.
Tell us what you know.
I told you what I know. I'm a prisoner in here. I don't know what happened. These crazy monsters that started attacking the place. Yeah, it was only a couple days.
On the big sea, huh? It's a harsh mistress, that's for sure.
How did you come to be here, my boy? Last we saw, you were associating yourself with that group that was occupying that fort up north. Or it wasn't north, it was east, wasn't it? It was somewhere.
It was
That's more
it was in 10 towns, yes.
It was in 10 towns.
Says, yeah, I went with them. I followed Avarice and the others. Went across the tundra, lived like, I don't know, like reggae nomads. And we were tracking the Shardland. Avarice always believed there was a bigger source out there somewhere. And we were on. We kept tracking them and believed that it's somewhere out in the glacier. It's just endless tundra. Avarice wanted to go parlay with the nomads that lived out there. But at some point, we were attacked. Avarice said it was the forces of the Frostmaiden, these creatures made of snow and ice and corpses with blinding lights. I got separated from the group during the attack and wandered for days, I think. I got picked up by some patrol and they put me here.
Interesting that they would arrest just a lost person in the woods.
He's a deserter.
He looks sullen but doesn't say anything.
You don't deserve one of these. And he pockets the Shardland again.
I gotta, please. You hear like some growling. And he kind of like inches towards you. Like does a little scoot thing because the cable's loose, it's just the net and he's been struggling against it. He's like flopping on the ground. He's like, I need it. I've never been away from it.
Edmund just backs away a little bit more.
Where can we find the person responsible for sending all my brethren, monstrosities into this facility.
I don't know who's responsible for this.
It wasn't me, was it?
How would you be responsible for this?
No reason, no reason.
Like a Fight Club situation. Like days earlier, you were here. And...
Right. You can see him actively trying to like just rip up this net, but he's been unsuccessful. But he's still looking very hungrily at Edmund.
Calm down, my boy. We still have some questions for you.
Just give me some of the Charlatan. I'll answer whatever you need.
You've survived this long without it. Surely you can go another 5 minutes. That the prisoner we were asking you about, 237. Him and his guests are the ones responsible for this horror that you have experienced. When was the last time you saw them, and what was the nature of that?
Would he want to unleash monsters in here if he was in here? That doesn't make any sense.
I presume in order to break him out.
It's a pretty fucking dangerous way to do that.
Well, the person doing it is some sort of ghost, so I don't know how much logic there is to her thinking at the moment.
If he starts to get wily, I'll go sit on him.
Hmm.
Also,
Okay.
who took 5 hit points away from me?
I did. I managed to hit you at one point.
That's because you missed my temporary hit points.
Where do you put those?
In the temporary hit points section
Oh, okay.
on my character sheet.
Well, subtract
it's
5, so.
I'll sit on him
Okay.
if he starts to get a little wily.
Let's see. All right, he's still unable to break out of the net.
Yeah. Now I'm sitting on him.
Now it's even more difficult for him to do that.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys are talking, you hear those screams and cries again echoing off the walls. And for a moment, his attention is snapped away from Edmund. And he says, I'm telling you, this place is a death trap. We gotta get out of here.
Can you lead us back to where you deserted your group?
I don't know where that was. I was lost in the tundra.
Guess we'll just have to leave you here.
You can't leave me here. No! Just give me some of the Charlatan.
We'll put you somewhere safe, my boy. Perhaps in the Panopticon over there. The creatures... Well, take that back. The creatures were inside of that thing at one point. We killed the creatures inside of that thing. Surely they won't come back.
He's still just...
Any words for your mother?
What'd you say about my mother? My
Do you have any
mother's-
messages you want us to deliver to your mother, assuming she's still alive?
I don't know. Just give me some of that Charlotte, please. Please.
Wait,
I don't know
why
how your
wouldn't she
mother-
be alive? Did we do something to her?
Well,
Well,
I think because she was in one of the 7 towns.
10
that
towns
don't
is now
exist.
3 towns.
Yeah, you're not actually sure.
She's probably not alive.
Right.
We are
30%.
the
Oh, wait.
worst, literally the worst marshals in history.
Hey. I meant to whisper that. Ignore. Ignore.
I'm not sure your mother would appreciate that message, but we will deliver it. We'll have her bring you more Charlatan.
I just
Mhm.
don't know if this is going to be helpful or not, but I can attempt to magically calm his emotions to a degree that maybe might curb his addiction pains for
Okay.
a little while, at least long enough for him to go somewhere safe. We can come back to him later or whatever, but just so he's not freaking the fuck out here.
Jedi
Even though
force
this
mind
prison-
him, whatever.
Exactly. Yes, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try to cast calm emotions, which, according to the actual spell details, it only just makes him not hostile towards us. But
You have a feeling he was building up to that, so that's probably a good bet. It does seem to work on him. Or so I guess he has to make a charisma save, doesn't he?
He does. He does make a Christmas save. Yep.
Okay. All right, it definitely affects him, and you can see him kind of like being shot, or like, classic stabbed with a syringe as he's freaking out in the hospital, and he begins to kind of sag, and some of the energy comes out of him. This is such a Charlotte. I need it. Seems calmer. Outside of his cell, you see the number 299. And when you look at the other cells, they don't go in any particular order, and there's only so many cells, but they all have various numbers on there. His appears to be the largest, but you do see that there are numbers outside the cells.
Okay.
None of them in your immediate area read 237, just so I can jump ahead of that question.
Oh, yes. Okay, good.
I like to use the net and like hog tie him, so both his hands and one foot are all tied together with the net.
Okay.
Let's at least put him. I was thinking, like, let's at least put him in that panopticon area so that he's at least sort of
In the central
stowed away out of
Sure.
danger.
Throw him back in his cell.
We could do that too.
Yeah, you guys have controls.
Yeah. Do you know how to press the right buttons to close his cell?
Let's just start jamming buttons.
The cells have their own numbers as well, and the things that the control panel also has numbers tied to them, so it would be trivial to actually throw him back in his cell if you want to do that.
We do that. That'd probably keep
And
him
he's
as
pretty
safe
calm
as
about it.
anything.
But he's still talking and says, "We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die here."
Yes, we are.
Can I walk around and look for 237?
Yes. At some point, Lord Marbury bursts through that door.
Yes, finally, he is neighing angrily. He was not happy with us, like having that whole fight where he couldn't get out of the room.
Yeah, like that at all. Yeah, Edmund, you come around and you just see a bunch of bodies on the floor. Some of them clearly look like guards, have guard uniforms on, and others have the very plain, like, robes and slippers of prisoners. And some of them you can see are actually dead prisoners in their cells. They look like they've been viciously hacked up. And some of them have their chests ripped open, like things burst out of them.
Any
tells Lord
bodies Frey comes next to, she's like stabbing in the chest with her axe.
Okay. Almost every body you see has already had its chest exploded. And you see a number of bodies. But yes, you can coup de grace some. You see what look like passages that should open up have been crushed with rubble. The two open areas you see are south and east. And then finally, when you round this northeast corner, you see one of the cells does say 237 on it.
Is this big one?
Is this one?
Yeah.
Edmund tells Lord Marbury, "Feel free to feast on the corpses as you like."
That is a horse.
Lord Marbury can't talk, but
Good Lord.
if he could, he would really like browbeat you. Like he is a lord of the Fey Kingdoms, and he does not consume dead flesh, sir.
It's vampire rules up in here. Only living flesh for Lord Marbury. Paul Robin has to chain people up in his basement. And yes, the gate is open because you guys open them. As you step inside of these cells, first of all, all the cells are furnished the exact same. They've got a box seat with a hole for a toilet, a cot, like a simple desk and chair. But you feel a tingling sensation, Edmund and Frey, as you walk into this door, and immediately you can tell that all of your magic gear has completely turned off as you step into this area. So
Frey
any
hisses
magic
and-
spells you would have access to, any magic items, they just completely go inert as soon as you walk into this area.
Frey hisses and leaves.
But there is a stack of books on the desk. It's an empty cell, but there's a stack of books on the desk.
I don't see a desk, but
I didn't furnish the fucking cells.
tell me about these books.
All right. When you examine the books, you can see that they are about the history and geography of Icewind Dale, the culture, the religion, and you can flip through and see that Gaunt has earmarked several chapters and passages, namely information on Auril the Frostmaiden and of an ancient frost giant fortress located on an island deep within the Sea of Moving Ice, which is referred to as the Island of Solstice. And one marked passage reads, once inhabited by frost giants, the island is rumored to be a holy site for Aurilites, where her sacred tome, the Codicil of White, is kept, only viewable to those most loyal followers who survive her trials, and the words Codicil of White have been circled. And a page which looks like it may have been an illustration has been torn out. And you see another passage that said, it is said the Codicil of White contains a fraction of the Frostmaiden's power, able to exert or reverse her will wherever the user directs it. And you can see that the word reverse has been underlined.
Could you give me the cliff notes of that? What does that even mean?
I'll copy and paste them for you. It's whatever you want it to mean.
So he was reading about Auril.
So you know that Baelish Gaunt was initially in Icewind Dale, and you have learned over the course of many sessions that he was in charge of that Shardle and Dig site you all went to, was clearly knew a lot about this stuff, but was trying to find out where it was coming from. And that seems to be a recurring theme amongst a lot of these, the Arcane Brotherhood scholars, is they wanted to know where this shit was coming from. And he eventually did find out that it came from within the Reged Glacier. That's as far as he got before he was arrested, and then Neslantimir ended up finishing his work. But based on that information, he has turned his research into all of this, and including trying to find maybe something that could get him into the Reged Glacier. And it might be this artifact that is rumored to exist in this ancient temple.
Well, if he's already gone, if this place has been, him and Lantimir are gone, odds are this is where they went, I suppose. If this is what he's after.
It looks like the map was torn out, though.
Yeah.
Or maybe not a map, at least a picture or something.
Yeah, you're not quite sure what was torn out. Yeah, I mean, you could still examine the room itself. That was just what was on the desk.
Oh, there's more. All right.
I mean, if you want to do a thorough examination of, give me an investigation check.
I don't know if I still got detect. Well, I guess I took that back. Detect magic wouldn't help because you said there's like literally anti-magic happening inside of this place.
So what you would tell with detect magic is there's like a void of anti-magic in all of these cells as soon as you go around. So you're kind of detecting like an absence of.
Okay.
So you can kind of detect it, but yeah, it's weird how it operates with that.
Is this door open that I'm at?
I will describe your door in 1 second. So, Edmund, what you find is a loose stone in the wall with your investigation check. And you can remove it, and you reach inside, and you can pull out a rolled-up parchment that details ship schedules coming and going from Revel's End. And the most recent listing is a ship called the Ravenous, commanded by Captain Charlosta Stormsword. And according to the schedule, the ship should still be at the docks.
A ship schedule? That's all it is? Just didn't tell me like what kind of ship it is or anything.
It appears to be a large.
Spaceship.
I fucking don't know ships. Yeah, a large, good-sized ship.
A good size ship.
Class 6.
I know, galleon, man of war, a sloop.
You know, is it a
Well,
cargo
well,
ship
It's bigger than
Yeah.
a sloop, but smaller than a
or a warship?
battleship. Yeah. Probably something that is designed to resupply different areas, but also maybe could be dropping off prisoners. You imagine a place like this probably doesn't get a lot of foot traffic because it's so far remote, but because it's on the coast, it could probably get a lot of ship traffic.
But is this coast still water, or is? I remember hearing.
It
before,
is-
Maybe we're far enough out now, but
It's yes, you can navigate it. It's very scary. I mean, it's iceberg city everywhere,
Yeah.
and it is still an ocean. It is still considered the sea, but it is one that would be very, very dangerous and difficult to navigate. And you imagine whatever the normal sea travel rules would be, cut in like a third to be able to navigate the difficult terrain of ocean, if you will.
yeah.
Frey,
Mhm.
outside the door you're at. First of all, the area you went through has a corridor leading north and south, a door open to the south, which you can see kind of a kitchen that looks like it's been torn apart, and then the one door to the far east. It is magically locked and sealed, like a lot of the other doors, but also has an extra warning sign that says Armory, restricted area, staff only.
Finds a little badge and just pushes it against the door.
It doesn't seem to do anything. At the same time, you all hear the cries and screams. Everybody to post their passive perceptions for me, please.
Even me,
Passive
even though I'm not
perception.
next to them.
Frey, you don't have to.
I think I'm gonna hack at this door.
Sure. Okay.
That was Valravn, not Lord Marbury.
Lord Mulberry has an 18.
He does not, he does
What? He got his fucking head on a swivel.
Whoa!
not. Lord Marbury does have a +6 to perception. So
My God.
I don't know what that equates to in passive perception, but
That's probably a 16 or something. I don't
Lord
know.
Mulberry is more than he appears.
that's right.
All right. So I rolled a 14 on stealth, so that means I think only.
He's still an asshole, though.
So Celeste and Thimbleweed are surprised, but the rest of you are not. But Frey is kind of not involved in this combat for the time being. So, anyway, bursting out of various walls and tunnels are adult versions of these creatures, and they appear to have be fully grown. They are more like your size, and they've got those serrated legs, and they just kind of burst out of various walls. Some of them coming out of the tunnels, some of them dropping in from the ceiling and just skirting along. And I'm gonna need some initiative.
There were adult chests in there.
Yeah.
Terrible initiative tonight.
Frey,
That's a crit.
that is a crit. Put it on the board. More crits tonight. That is good. I feel like we've been pretty low on the crits. The last giveaway was like 6 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that a long time?
It seems like it. I think we only had one. The one nat 20 we had last week was you attacking a door. I think. Oh, granted, there wasn't a lot of rolls last week, but still. I've got to number these guys as well. All right. So what did I say before? Celeste and Thimbleweed are both surprised by this. But the rest of you have really good passive perceptions. You said, what was your passive perception, Valravn? Yours was the 18?
Mine was 18.
Okay.
I don't know what Lord Marbury is. I don't know how to calculate pass. Oh, wait. It says on here. Passive perception 16.
Okay. He is not surprised. All right. These creatures burst out with some combat music. And you can hear howling in the distance going, here! Here! And this one will attempt to stab at Edmund as it pops out right next to you. 5 feet out. Not within 5 feet. Alright. Oops, I forgot to change. There we go. Oh, and they look like this.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, very insect with these kind of bladed feet. 24, Edmund. For 6 piercing damage. And once more. Oh,
no.
that is a crit from me.
Hold on.
Oh, you gotta do your thing.
I
You
can do something about
motherfucker.
that.
You motherfucker. Never let me crit. Never let me crit.
You can never, yeah. Valravn will silvery barbs that attack. From his book, the silvery light will flash.
AKA the DM never crits. Alright, so we roll again. That is a miss.
There we go.
It's
And Celeste will gain advantage on her next attack.
Alright.
Yeah.
All that one does. Frey, you're only you do hear the sounds behind you of these creatures.
Y'all
By
got
the way,
this?
Huh?
Can I finish opening this door? Do y'all have this?
We're being surrounded by insect creatures. I mean, do with that what you will.
So you got this.
Well, I suppose we'll let you know if we don't. You'll hear our cries.
Fine.
What was your passive perception? I guess I didn't actually calculate yours.
Mine?
Yes.
You told me I didn't have to do it because I wasn't in the same room. 14.
Okay, so if you want to be, I'll let you interact with the door this turn, but if you want to come interact with the room, then we'd have to follow the surprise rules.
Because I can enter my rage as part of you can't surprise me.
You can do that.
Suck it.
That is
Right.
the... what is that?
What?
What is that ability called?
It's part of my feral instinct.
Feral Instinct.
Additionally, if I am surprised at the beginning of combat and I am not incapacitated, I can act normally on my first turn. But only if I enter my rage before doing anything else.
Too
Which I
angry
guess
to be
I'll do.
surprised.
Yeah.
You're annoyed because
She's-
you wanted to
Right.
explore the door.
She's pissed because she wanted to explore the door.
Yeah.
So, as part of that is my instinctive pounce as a bonus action. As part of the bonus action I take to enter my rage, I can move up to half my speed, which is 20 feet, so 5.
The door was
10,
practically labeled treasure behind it, too.
I know.
Well,
It was
you're good about it.
Armory, yeah.
30.
It is thematic that you would run towards the fight, though.
Yeah. They're all up here. Yeah.
Yeah, you see them kind of popping out of every little tunnels and shit everywhere.
30.
Area's just pockmarked.
Oh, Nikes. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to use my action to dash to get up there. Hang on, I need to read something. I got following benefits. What is it? My rage lasts for 1 minute. Ends early if I'm knocked unconscious or if my turn ends and I haven't attacked a hostile creature
Oh.
since my last turn or taken damage.
So you could rage to act this turn, but now you're gonna lose your rage because you didn't attack this turn.
Well, it just says I have to attack a hostile creature. It doesn't say I have to melee attack a
That is true.
hostile
That's
True.
creature.
Yeah.
So I will shoot my wand of magic missiles because I know I can't.
I'll forget that she had.
I can't get there, and I'm pissed off that I can't get there. So I will shoot it at number
This is actually
3.
a really functional tool for a barbarian. Like,
Yeah.
are you out of melee range, but you need to maintain range? Here's a wand of
I
magic.
feel like that's like a
missiles.
memento note she left for herself too. Like, if you can't attack, don't freak out. Just get out the wand and wave it about.
Things will happen.
All right, so now I need to. Chris, you might remember this magic missiles thing better than me.
I don't remember the numbers though. It's like 3 initially, and then I forget.
Yeah,
It is 3 at level 1,
Yeah.
but I think the wand lets you.
I have up to
Okay.
7 charges, and I use 6 of them every time because if you use all of them, then it has a chance of breaking. I'm just trying to remember what the damage is because it's an auto hit. There's no.
It is. Can you post it into the
Right.
chat so we can?
I'm trying to find it. I'm now doing
Oh.
the Celeste thing and scrolling through my character sheet.
I specifically remember, because you have to
I've got it here.
use 1 charge to cast the spell,
Hmm.
but then each other slot is another level.
Yep. So 1 will do 3,
Hmm.
and then each one
You get
above
5
that will
more.
do 1 more.
So
So 8
3,
total.
4,
if you're
5,
using
6, 7, 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
8 d4.
8. Is it a D4?
It's a 1d4 plus 1
Oh,
per
per thing.
missile.
So
So
And you can-
8d4 plus 8.
Yeah, if you all want to shoot them at one person.
Yeah, I do. Number 3. So I roll 8d4 plus 8.
Diablo 3 still had a really fun animation for that. Was that Arcane Blossom or something, where like they all come
Mhm.
flying
Yeah,
out? That's
they
still
all-
like
yeah.
that's how I always picture magic missile.
31
Jesus.
points of damage.
Yeah,
rageful.
that's a pretty good. Yeah, shooting at 3.
Yeah.
All right, I think it's peppered. Absolutely, does not kill it.
It didn't know I was behind it, and now I just rage
Yes,
scream
but
at
just
it.
it just starts peppering this creature and just turns and screams. But it looks very heavily bloodied after that.
Yeah, so I just rage scream at it now.
Yeah.
So it's the Frey taunt, which is the rage scream.
There really does need to be a fucking taunt mechanic in this game. It's crazy. This RPG that doesn't have a taunt mechanic is weird. Lord Marbury is
The Paladin has one. They can compel duel.
That's
But-
that's probably a good example. But
But
that should be like
none
a
of the-
built-in feature for like the fighter or something.
And none of the top mechanics like require the enemy to do something. It's always like you can attack somebody else, but you have disadvantage on attacking somebody
Right?
else.
Yeah, they don't force.
It's always-
Yeah,
yeah.
They need like a true rage or a true taunt.
through taunt.
Yeah,
Lord
yeah,
Marbury, you are not
Ron.
surprised, I think, because you're a crazy perception
Yeah.
score.
Yep. All right, Lord Marbury doesn't like this at all. And he's also seen that the number 3 is getting peppered by magic missiles, which he recognizes. And so he will fly. How tall is this room? Is the Panopticon the same height?
This one is. This one's actually probably a normal height. I would say probably like a 10 feet within the cell
really?
and within
Shorter.
this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the command center is a lot taller because it's got the fucking tower coming out of it.
Ah, okay.
But the other prison is all one story.
Well, he likes this even less then because he can't
Yeah.
even fly. And
You
takes the
summon him to
toll.
fly and then immediately put him in a very confined space the entire time.
Yes.
It's Mannix and the Frog all over again. Lord Marbury's not pleased.
But he will attempt to just stamp out this little insect creature that is bothering him.
Okay. Oh, he
And
is
he will
very
fail.
pissed. Yeah, cannot find purchase at all.
He's
Oh.
also scared by my rage scream.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Valravan, you are not surprised.
Nope. And Valravan, having seen that the young versions of these insects were able to attack twice.
They were not actually. They attacked once.
Oh, really?
There was just a lot of them.
It was multiples. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, he's still gonna do this because it's fun. Well, first he will read some words about the prowess. Thimbleweed is right there. The prowess of Thimbleweed, as he is. I don't know.
Pure Tyrannosaurus.
Sexual Tyrannosaurus. And he will give Thimbleweed.
Sexual Tyrannosaurus?
It's from
Turn
Predator.
you
Don't
into
worry
a
about it.
goddamn sexual Tyrannosaurus.
Now that is something I've never heard said to me in my entire life.
I think it was Jesse Ventura's character that said that, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a very specific reference, and if you're not familiar, it's like offensive. But if you have, yeah,
It's still offensive.
it's still offensive. But he
But
gets
we all
killed.
laugh.
Yeah. He says that as like spitting out a huge gob of chewing tobacco.
Yeah,
Also,
that's what he's offering it, isn't it? Like this stuff will turn. Yeah.
This will make you a goddamn sexual Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah.
Oh, that movie. Okay. Then once he gives Thimbleweed some bardic inspiration, he will read some words about the creatures.
I think you already have one.
I don't think so. I gave one to Celeste. You may have something else that I gave you.
Oh, does it go away after a while?
Oh, it does after like an
10
hour.
minutes?
So if it's
Hour.
less,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I have my post-it note. I know
I
who's
wrote
got
it
it.
down last
Wow.
time.
Oh, that's true.
I
Yeah.
didn't realize it disappeared.
Yeah.
Needs to be like a little
Um,
checkbox in your character sheet.
I'm only a sexual
exactly.
Allosaurus.
You'll get there.
Yeah, there.
But he'll read as the insectoid creatures emerged upon the heroes. Their blood ran cold at the sound of the screaming barbarian and the sexual Tyrannosaurus.
I was like, where did that even come from? Just randomly said that.
I don't know, yeah. Somebody else said Tyrannosaurus, and it reminded me of it.
I said Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah.
Blood.
Because Chris said prowess.
Uh-huh.
I
I
okay.
think sexual prowess in my head.
This is a game of telephone.
All
I said that would be
makes
funny.
Sense now.
It was.
Does it?
It was for a while. Now we're at this point. So, I don't know.
We're explaining it. He's gonna cast slow on 1, 2, 3, and 5.
Okay.
Anyone have questions about where 4 is?
This is
I see 4.
I-
You
I
made
see
it.
4.
Yeah, 4.
Way off to
let
the
me
left.
see.
Yep.
That not work. To enter a damage number.
Oh.
There you go.
1 made it
Yep.
critically.
We're 5 made it. The other 3 are all slowed.
This is a sexual Tyrannosaurus.
All I heard was a laugh.
Yeah.
Really.
I'm
I
sorry.
thought it was Chris laughing for half a second.
I thought like Chris's microphone was glitching.
It's just mid cackle. All right, they are slowed down.
Robin will kind of sort of cower next to Lord Marbury here, but he's in the middle of all of them and he doesn't have anywhere to run, so.
Oh, I see why it's offensive now. Okay.
Edmund.
Glad they didn't
No.
play.
Now I have to Google this.
Edmund, you are not surprised.
I apologize for trying to play that.
Oh,
good.
right, because that whole scene is him telling the joke, and yeah, the whole scene
No
is not...
idea what you people are talking
Oh my
about.
gosh.
Me either.
Predator Is Predator like like Alien versus Predator? Is it like an alien movie?
It is that Predator, yes. But it is the original movie from the 80s. And there's a very offensive joke in that scene. Now that Reese is talking about it, I remember, like, yes, that whole conversation is
That first
Alright.
like quarter of that movie is just a
Yeah.
macho like 80s movie, but it's kind of designed to
exactly.
be very self-aware.
It's a great movie, folks. It's
Yeah.
I don't do movies from the 80s.
we're
Anyway,
specifically
My
this
heart
reason.
burst. Edmund,
He was barely alive in the 80s.
you're in an 80s movie right fucking now. You're in one, Miss Elizabeth Swan. All right, Edmund.
This good move, Valrob. It looks like these things are trying to infect us with their eggs. You know, the perfect protection.
Is that good news?
What?
He's taking me out to dinner first.
That's what middle school taught me.
Yes, well, they find that abstinence doesn't really work, and you need to educate
It's great.
other methods besides just abstinence.
That's yeah.
Yeah, that's
Not-
what Texas middle
Not if you
school
live in
taught us.
Texas, though.
No.
All those who aren't
We
part,
don't, we
who
don't
are part of
educate in
the
Texas.
Texas education system don't get the joke, but you know,
Oh, and those of us who live in Texas are real bummed.
yeah.
Real
Yeah.
bummed out right now.
Just all the time, really.
Do you know what else works? Vaseline. Edmund rubs himself up with Vaseline.
Wait, that's
Michelle's out. She's
Just
Do you have any grease?
Grease me up, woman. Wow.
Part of my move. Edmund starts throwing Vaseline all over himself as he blurs.
That's not how that works. Now you can't see me. He's just
I'm
all
a blur.
greasy. Wow.
should not have Googled sexual Tyrannosaurus.
Why would you Google
Oh,
that?
gone off the rails. I don't know what is happening anymore.
Did you know it's also the name of one of the skills in Borderlands?
Oh,
Yes,
no, but that
we
makes
had
sense.
that reference. Yeah, I remember seeing that
You
reference.
remember that? Yeah.
That was Borderlands 2, I think.
Yep.
Good reference.
And then, as a bonus action,
I'm just gonna turn that off now.
That's
like to
enough
try.
internet for tonight.
Yeah.
I'd like to try to have the ground under number 1 shift a little bit to the right.
Okay. Is a
Oh, you're bringing them into you.
what is that? A strength save. They are stronger than you think. The ground shifts, but you can see a creature that tunnels through the ground is totally fine with that.
Well then.
All right, this poor creature is slowed, but it can still get close enough to reach Mr. Edmund.
Isn't this a surprise round though?
This is the surprise round, yes.
Oh, they are surprising us. That's right.
They are surprising you. Yeah, we're still in the fucking surprise round, folks. Advantage because of pack tactics, but only has one attack. 14 is now a terrible roll. Not gonna cut
So
the
many
mustard.
people in chat are now Googling sexual Tyrannosaurus.
Please.
That's right.
Oh.
No.
They
Well-
also don't know. They also don't watch movies from the 80s.
That's
Oh.
right.
Well,
'Cause
they probably don't know why it's offensive now.
All right, Celeste and Thimbleweed are both surprised. It's still a surprise round. God damn it!
So
Find out.
14
it's
does not hit
I
anyway,
wanna
but
know why it's offensive.
I will show you later, okay?
See me
It's
after
fine.
class.
Make her watch the first 10 minutes of Predator. That's
Oh man, I have the 4x3 DVD somewhere.
The
Oh.
4x3, the full screen version. You old motherfucker.
oh, laser disc of Predator.
I don't even know where our DVD player is.
I don't like those black
It's-
bars on my TV.
I know where it is. Don't worry.
In case of emergency, you know where the DVD
This is a
player
goddamn emergency.
We have
If you
to
haven't
watch
seen Predator,
right now.
we're not going to bed. till
But
you
yeah,
see
when the
Predator.
Paw Patrol movie wants to be played, I don't know where it is all of a sudden.
Hey, I have Elmo's Potty Time on my PS5 right now, and it has been there for
Oh.
about 2 weeks.
Okay.
It's getting a lot of use.
I'd rather have that.
Good use
Yeah.
that $600 piece of machinery.
There's a lot of good jazz music in Emma's Body Time. That is about an 8-year-old DVD, I think, too. I was like, I don't have a fucking player. I guess it's put in the PS5. Yeah.
I'm surprised it works, but great.
Yeah. It definitely works. Alright. Number 5 is not slowed. And it's got a few different targets. Namely, Valravn.
Yeah.
It will clamber up and attempt to attack you. 11's not gonna do it.
No.
17
17 will do it.
for 7 piercing damage. This one
Plus.
actually also got several targets. Nibbleweed. This one actually kind of unhinges a part of its jaw and attempts to launch what looks like a caustic liquid in your direction.
I caustic them back.
Let's see. I guess it'll.
I spray them back.
Yeah, and you recall that. Okay, this sounds familiar. Okay, it's up there instead of down there. I need a DC 13 Dex saving throw. You nimbly bimbly dodge out of the way. Number 1 is slowed. Knowing it's got the pack tactics, it's going to go after Edmund, so it gets that sweet advantage. Although you are blurred, aren't you? You stupid greased up asshole.
There's a disadvantage.
Well, with pack tactics, it'd be normal. Because it would have advantage normally. However, it is slowed, so only the 1 attack. And 13 is not going to do it.
It's a good use of Vaseline right there.
Yeah.
Yep,
And then
yep.
same thing here, just it would have advantage, but it's regular. And a 7. Now, they get to repeat their saves, is that correct?
For
that how this
slow,
one works,
I
or no?
believe they do. Let me
Okay.
check.
I need to just do that 3 times in a row, I think.
Makes another wisdom saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
Alright, so this is number 3. This is number 1. This is number 2.
That one made it.
Alright, number 2 is cured of the slow. And then we are officially out of... Or I guess we were when the number 2 started. Out of the surprise round. With Frey.
I want to try and be cool. And as she's like running, do a fun slidey move underneath number 5. Because I'm small, so I have the ability to go underneath things that are much larger than I am.
Yeah.
Without imposing any kind of disadvantage.
As long as you do a cool sliding maneuver.
Yeah, it's a cool slidey maneuver where she like whacks at it from below.
Wait,
She's
whacks
very
at the
angry.
Pegasus? Or who are we whacking at here?
Number 5.
I go ahead and slice the legs off the horse. Alright, yeah, you go.
Slide
Yeah.
under him and slid him up
It can fly. It doesn't need legs.
from nose to navel.
If it wants to land in water, the legs are just in the way, really. If you just have the horse part, it would be a lot easier to land in water. Like a seaplane.
It'll make you
Yeah.
a more efficient flying machine.
A little more aerodynamic, I think.
Yeah, so as she goes underneath number 5, she's gonna take her claws and just rake its belly.
Oh boy.
Oh, I see what we saw now. I forgot Jesse Ventura uses some slurs in the scene that are no longer appropriate.
Ah.
27
27 is a hit.
for 11 points of damage.
That is very solid.
And then as I come out on the other side of it,
All part of the same slide.
yeah,
Yep.
I stand up and look really cool and swing at it with my axe. Because I'm very angry that I got taken away from the treasure door.
Ah,
You get another attack with the claws. Right? That's the whole point of using the claws?
No.
I'm reading. On each of your turns, when you attack with a claw using attack action, you can make one additional claw attack as part of the same action.
Oh, okay, yeah. Whoops.
I mean, claws
You
are cool
didn't read
in
it.
general, but I think that's the point of them.
I mean, okay.
Oh, that's a crit.
Wow. Yep.
Alright, so
Ray
the
delivering the
claws
crits.
are a d6, so I have to roll an extra d6 with this damage. Just so you know.
Did you get the crit, or who got the crit earlier? I missed the other crit.
It was a thimbleweed, I thought.
Was it Thimbleweed? Okay.
Oh, son of a bitch.
No, there was one crit
So,
earlier that I
12.
missed.
So 12 total damage with that second claw attack.
Okay.
And then for my second action.
Yeah. Or extra attack, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Predator 2 is great.
It is. It's a good movie. I like it a lot.
I was just educated on the premise of Predator 1, of Predator.
It's a
I'm
dismantling
down
of the
for it.
80s macho action
What this
movie.
is about.
It's great.
Yep. I feel like if you're averse to 80s action movies for that reason, it might be entertaining to you to watch a bunch of 80s action heroes get fucking murdered by an
Yeah.
alien.
You do have to survive like the
like-
first like 20 minutes where it's just like that movie
It's
though,
just
but
them doing it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like the 80s aesthetic just is not for me. Yeah, I don't know. I get maybe we just didn't watch those kinds of movies growing
You just
up.
weren't- Yeah, you
17.
just weren't. you
My
weren't
God,
that-
how much
that-
damage did you do in this first round?
Oh,
A lot.
jeez.
I totally forgot I was going to do my Infectious Fury
7,
with my
8,
claw
19,
attack
11
as well
is
too, but I forgot. So I'll do it next time.
22 plus 17.
8, 15, 16, 17, 20, 23, 26 plus
Hell of it.
14
While we're having this
is
conversation,
I'm having to
Heather's just adding numbers.
I'm having to math over here.
40.
Yeah. All right. So you do kill this thing in one
Early
turn.
90s movies I could just watch all day. Like Home Alone. Yeah, like
Terminator
about
2,
it.
Predator 2, both early 90s
I
movies.
don't know.
Both early
Maybe.
90s movies. I think Predator 2 was 90 and Terminator 2 was 91. Chat, check me on that.
Wow. I don't know.
Yeah, that one is dead.
Lordy, how much damage did you do?
Like
Oh,
40 in one turn.
Jeez
Yeah, it was
Louise.
pretty nuts.
Yeah, 40 total damage in
Claws
one
and
turn.
axes.
I'm gonna go ahead and start up the MVPC poll as we begin Lord Marbury's turn.
All right.
I think
Lord
Lord
Marbury-
Marbury should be an MVPC.
For breaking down a door.
Does he get it? Yeah. He will aggressively attack number 3. At this point, just annoyed more than anything else. Although a 12 probably ain't gonna hit.
Does not hit, although slow reduces their AC, correct?
He does by 2.
By 2, still does not hit.
Yeah.
I thought you were a magical Pegasus. You hit like crap.
Lord Marbury,
Marbury
look,
does
looks
not like-
you in the eyes, Frey, and for a long while.
God, I hope this campaign ends with Frey killing this Pegasus. It's gonna be Godfather where you wake up with a bloody horse head in your sheets.
This is like canon. This is Valroman's like best friend from like when he was back in the Frey realm. So you can kill him if you want, but
But it would have severe traumatic consequences for Balrogin.
that's right.
Good to know.
I mean, by the rules of the spell, if you reduce him to 0 hit points, he
just
gets
disappears,
teleported.
yeah.
He just
He
disappears
Oops, back to the Fey realm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have to keep him alive, but not dead, like God in Dogma, where he's kept in a coma. All right. Those rules
Yeah.
make sense.
He tries to stare her down. She'd be like, I'll take your legs too.
Oh, Robin.
Never saw Dogma. Is that a good movie?
I like that movie.
I feel like it's probably my favorite Kevin Smith movie, to be honest.
I would probably. God, we are really getting off topic this session, aren't we?
Ah, we really
We've
are.
like so many movies. I'm glad I've created an immersive experience for you guys.
Would you rather this or spreadsheets and taxes?
That's
right.
also a great callback to our earlier conversation. We really had a
Right.
great warm-up
You
like
really should have
discussion.
been there.
Yeah.
I would probably take the spreadsheet and taxes.
Robin will step back, and he will read some additional words. Who does not have bardic inspiration yet?
Clerks is still a really good movie though too.
It is pretty good. He will read some words about the mighty axe of Frey and how she is chopping through these insectoid creatures, and he will give Frey some bardic inspiration. And then he actually, you know what? These creatures might actually be susceptible to psychic damage. So
They are not
then-
robots as far as you can see.
They're not robots. So he will read some words about, I don't know how to insult insectoid creatures. As the insectoid monster saw its friend destroyed by the feral halfling, its blood ran cold, and its instinct to prey was overcome by its instinct to flee. And is going to dissonant whisper number 1.
You know, if you want to have inspiration of insulting these insects, just pretend like you're insulting thimbleweed.
Your stature, perhaps?
High
I don't know.
wisdom. Wow, 15 is pretty
Stature, smell, appearance.
You had a really, really good damage roll on that Dissonant Whispers. It was a particularly offensive,
It was.
yeah, and so offensive that the creature just like jerks for a second and just collapses dead,
I like to see.
dead from insults.
His generic words that he wrote in his book are what kills the creature.
Mhm.
Yes. All right, that's me.
All right, Edmund, greased up.
I am greased up. As a free action, I'm going to drink one of my experimental elixirs. I've got resilience, so I get a +1 to my AC. And then when I drink it, I can get some temporary hit points. I'm going to try to increase it back up. I'm at 9, so we'll see if I can get a higher number than 9. All right.
Oh wow, okay. This is like it's like you turning on tank mode. Like you're really like you're turning on blur. You're getting 10 hit points.
I'm realizing
turning-
that. Also, his base
And-
AC is like crazy fucking high.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take him down a peg.
Well,
And then I'll
a couple of sessions ago, he did start suffering from some like Chardolin problems, if you recall.
Oh yeah.
And you've seen how others act when they're have prolonged exposure.
Oh yeah.
Forgot
I'm sure that won't be
what
you.
happened. I forgot what that effect was.
Yours was disadvantage on the charisma saves that you have to make against Chardolin if they come up.
Oh, okay.
Stage 1.
I'm gonna stab number 2. Damn it.
Ooh.
Wow.
Tank mode, yes, but unfortunately it takes away from offensive mode.
It's getting in my eyes. The Vaseline is dripping. in my eyes.
Yeah, you can't grip the sword, just
Too much.
too slippery. That's what they told us in school. Celeste, we're able to act.
It's been a long time since I've played D&D. Okay, so 4 is just hanging out over here.
Where is yes, was trying to spit acid at Thimbleweed, I think, last.
Okay. I will mop attack.
Mop attack is a hit. 18, I assume? How'd you get advantage?
Valravn gave it to me like a million years ago. For
Okay.
my next attack.
Oh.
You did remember
It's
that.
just
Yeah,
been
yeah,
that long since I've.
There you go.
So that's 7.
Okay.
I'm glad you remembered.
I didn't remember either. That was a while ago.
I know, right? It's been a long time since
Like
I've
2
done
different
these.
movie conversations ago.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
yeah, we'll just go ahead and attack again. Oh, 25.
My gosh,
so
yeah.
Nice.
10
like
blood
crazy. Thing is screaming and creeling, doing all kinds of damage to it.
And I'll do a key point for 2
Oh my
unarmed strikes.
Gosh.
That never stop.
Yeah. You guys, I think Edmund's the only one that's
Ooh,
missing.
Fun. That's a 13. A 13 does not hit, does it?
That does not.
Bardic Inspiration, I can use that for attack rolls, right?
I don't think so, actually.
I always forget exactly what.
What
Uh,
a stupid
yeah.
bard he is.
That's a specific type of bard for attack rolls.
Okay.
Ability checks. Oh no, I'm sorry. Attack rolls. Attack rolls. Yes. Yeah. Go
Okay,
for
then
it.
I'll use my bark. What is it? A 1d8?
1d10
I was gonna say,
now.
I think attack rolls is like a baseline bard.
The-
Damage
the
is a
attack-
certain one.
The damage is the other one.
Six-
Yeah.
16.
16 is a negative on that.
Oh shit!
These
All right.
are some bigger
Well,
armored creatures, and this one is not
You-
slowed.
I do believe you found their AC.
It's so close.
Higher than a 16.
Yeah, that's I thought somebody hit with a 17 earlier, but maybe I'm wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna run away.
You might be thinking of the small ones. The small ones actually have a different AC.
Okay.
Thimbleweed.
It's a me. Time for payback.
But Reese, I just want you to be, because you've done the Italian accent twice now, and I feel like both times I've wanted to make a Mario joke. But I just want
What are
you
you
to be like
talking
there.
about?
I don't know.
I'm doing stereotypical Italian accent.
I just want you to play a
I'm
Mario
not
character.
copyright infringing on anything.
It's a legally distinct character.
Heyo!
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You guys are... This is karma from the last
Yeah.
dungeon, I think.
Heyo! I can re-roll that one.
Alright,
Oh.
alright. That was,
Plus my swarm.
how many crits have
Well,
we had this
shit.
session?
Alright, that's...
Which, does your
15
swarm
damage.
not double too?
I don't think so. I think it's... I don't know how
Or is-
criticals work ever, so...
I thought criticals were anything that
In
you
general.
roll
But
gets doubled.
But there was something else where you stopped me from rolling dice that wasn't part of the, like,
Maybe.
damage roll, so I don't know.
Because something happened afterwards. It was like an additional effect. There's like a difference between whether it's part of the
Yeah.
attack or like a thing that happens afterward.
Yeah, and this is like something he adds to it.
I think, but I'm not positive. You have to make that decision.
Help us out, chat. Does he get a
Alright.
does critical
Swarm
hit?
levels too, says Nick.
Plus, and he also said piercing extra damage dice. So let me...
That all adds up? Holy shit.
Oh
was
yeah,
damage
yeah,
from
that
poisonous.
was
That's
your
what it
thing.
was,
that-
yeah.
that it was poison because it was like, after the
Alright.
attack. Yep.
Rolling 2 more d6s. Thanks, chat. Heyo!
That's a solid amount of damage.
That's
from
a
Chad.
little better.
Thank you.
26 damage.
Yeah, you only get to roll the
Continue.
attack damage dice twice, and then add those together, then add all your modifiers as normal.
Well, for piercer, I can add 1 additional damage dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like all just damage dice he's rolling. That's the
Yeah.
Right.
26. That is not a killing blow, but somebody actually survived a crit, which means it's got to make the massive damage save. Usually we don't worry about that because the crit is a killing blow. Hang on, I guess
Well,
to make
that's what will happen if he fails.
Yeah, I was gonna say it technically gets to make a save first, and it did make the save.
It did. So he's
Yeah.
not frightened.
Not frightened, but did take a crap ton of damage.
I'll kill him, attack him again.
Kill him again.
24.
24 will hit.
Or 9.
9. All right, it's still alive, but holy crap,
Wow.
it is. Yeah, it took us. I mean, it was fully hadn't been damaged before, but now it is very,
Okay.
very heavily wounded, near death, one might say. This one will attempt to hawk a acid spit at Frey. I need a dex save, Frey. God, I fucking rolled
Yeah, you did.
2 1s on the damage. Mercy. This is
1d10
just...
is a dangerous roll. Like, that can really fluctuate.
Yes, but you thankfully don't take any of that. You were able to dodge out of the way. My God.
You rolled a 2 from a 2d10
Yep.
in this game
It feels
at this
bad.
moment.
It feels bad. Alright, we'll still do the pack tactics on Edmund with his advantage, but he's got blur, so it's just normal.
Ooh. That hits.
That hits for 5.
And I had to roll a con for my
Ah.
blur.
I don't think blur is concentration. I didn't think it was.
Oh,
Have to...
good point. Let me see.
Okay.
It is concentration.
It
Just
is?
roll
Oh.
a con for an egg, right?
Only if it hits with both of its attacks. And since it's slowed, it can't make both attacks
Oh.
right now.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, loses the blur.
The Vaseline gets wiped away.
Not yet.
Oh.
Oh, I got the flash of genius. You
yeah.
Back up.
asshole. Man, that is
Vaseline can't get off of me that
such a good
fast.
ability. Such a good ability. All right,
Number genius. I remember the physics of Vaseline.
number 2 will attack, but
She's
unfortunately,
sticky.
my God, the dice.
Come back here, Vaseline.
Stupid dice.
Just gotta redistribute it a little bit.
Frey, while I make my slow saves again.
Oh,
It's my
yeah.
turn again.
Oh, that one's good.
All right, so number 1 is cured.
Alright, so number 1 is damaged. Number 2 is pristine.
Oh wait, number 2 was already cured. Correct. Number 1 is very heavily wounded after the crit from Thimbleweed, and number 2 is
10, 15, 20,
still feeling
25.
fine. These things are, I mean, they definitely feel pain and they get upset about it, but they seem single-minded in attacking you all.
Alright, number 1, gonna get the claws. 22,
It'll hit.
9, 10, 11.
That will kill it.
Okay.
Shunk.
Number 2 gets the other pair of claws that come with this attack.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I remember I have 2 of these.
All right, y'all could roll some
19?
misses at some point. 19 does hit.
Oh, that's really crappy damage. 9 damage.
9. Yeah.
But on this one, I will use my Infectious Fury.
Okay.
Let it make it save. It's a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
Not. Oh, shockingly
wow.
enough.
All right.
Rolls a 17.
Yep.
Darn it.
Gotta be almost out of those things now.
I only have 1 left.
Yeah.
All right, and then we'll hit it again. 28. That's a little bit better for 18.
Good lord.
Yeah.
All right.
7,
With that,
30,
also
30.
1, 2. Yeah.
38 total damage
You,
again.
the fucking melee guy. Oh my gosh, just absolutely brutalizing.
She's pissed she got taken away from her treasure door.
Yeah. That one goes down. There's 1 remaining. It's kind of clinging to the walls out here in the rubble.
All right, Lord Marbury is gonna charge it.
Charge,
speed.
Marbury. How far can I assume?
He's got a fly of 90 feet.
Whatever. Good lord. Fucking turn on the jets.
Yep. Although, I'd imagine in this setting he can't really fly very well, so
Yeah.
he probably couldn't go the full 90 feet. But he's got a walk.
But it's
speed of
wide
60
enough to
feet.
where you could at least use your wings to help
Yeah.
do an awkward, like,
As
prancing.
he runs, Ray goes,
It's
I
right.
hope you can hit better this time.
All right, now Freya and Marbury did have a
Exactly.
antagonistic relationship.
Well, let's find out.
Pressure's on.
17 hit?
Does not hit.
Oh shit! I thought we found the AC.
Oh, shit.
Now we found the AC.
I knew you were
Not-
going to miss.
Harvey
Marbury's
just snorts at you.
so pissed off.
You fail all the same.
All right. Well, shit. I don't. Okay. You know what Robin will do? I don't know if I'm allowed to do this. Can I give bardic inspiration to NPCs? I don't know.
I assume it doesn't say player character. I assume it just says target creature or something.
Let's see.
What does it say in the thing?
What does it say?
I think it ever no ability references a player character.
One creature. It
necessarily.
does say it does say creature. Okay.
Yeah, give it to the fucking goat for all I care.
So he will give Lord Marbury a bardic inspiration.
That's actually adorable.
Of his majestic wings flying at the insectoid creature. And then he will try the same thing he tried last turn, which is to insult this insect so badly that it dies.
That is also funny.
He will speak of its last as it realizes that it is the last of its kind in this setting. If it dies, perhaps no more of its kind will ever exist. The existential dread drives it insane. He's gonna dissonant whispers.
That's solid
This
damage. Oh.
12 psychic, and it's got to use his action or reaction to run away.
All right, it runs, and Lord Marbury gets a chance at a redeem itself.
Sure does. He's gonna use.
He's got his inspiration.
Oh fuck! That's a 17.
Oh, it's a 17.
You still suck! You attacked twice and you
No.
still suck!
Even with the power of friendship, it still can't hit. Is that what you're saying?
What? So you feel? I feel you got something.
Remind me, if you try to use your bardic inspiration unsuccessfully, do you lose it?
No, now you don't.
You-
Because that was something
keep
I
it.
got. Yep.
Okay. Just making sure.
So
The
he still
Lord
got it.
Marbury is still good.
He's still good. He just
Still
didn't kill
got
that
it,
creature.
yeah. At least until the time limit runs out.
Yeah.
All right, Edmund. This thing has disappeared from view for the moment.
Marbury's like shoving his head around the corner and like neighing at you angrily.
You still suck!
Even though it's him that missed. So it's not his fault.
Just wait till I climb on your back, I'm gonna make you prance! I'll show you how to attack!
It's further around the corner. That's as far as I can go. I have no speed. So
You could use your action to dash, I suppose, but then you wouldn't
yeah,
be able to
but
do anything.
what would that do? I would just
Yeah,
be able to
you
see
would-
it, I
You
guess.
could just be able to see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess might as well. 5, 10.
You're supersonic monk.
I'll just stand behind Lord Marbury. Does Lord Marbury let me ride him?
Only if Robin says it's okay.
As he drips in Vaseline.
I would like to see your Vaseline ass climb that Pegasus. That would be hilarious.
I don't need to. I could just fly on top of him.
Hurt yourself.
But then you gotta
But my-
stay on. You gotta. You'd be so slippery. All right, so let's chase this thing down.
Okay. As usual, I was like hiding up here, so I couldn't really see what was going on. Where am I going?
Will motion you with his head
Everyone I
down,
see is dead.
down here.
Down
Yeah.
there. Okay.
Everyone
Around
I
the
see
corner.
is dead.
Okay. I don't know how much movement that was, but I'm sure
I'm sure you can make it.
I'm sure I can make it. How is this guy looking?
Extremely dead. It looks like he just suffered a recent brain aneurysm.
Okay, hold on.
Holding.
Our AC is 18, right? So give me a second. I'm going through my character sheet. I have the thing where I can spend the key points. I'm pretty sure it's one key point.
You still have bardic inspiration.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I
still
still have
got
bardic inspiration. Right.
yeah.
We just talked about that. Okay, let's do that. Okay, a 19.
19 will
A
hit.
19 will
All
hit.
right, I'm crossing your name off the post-it note.
You
Again,
left the
your
list.
your apartment is like so creepy in my brain.
There's a post-it note that just says
everywhere. It's named-
"Inspired Celeste." The detective's like, what does that mean?
Names, and they're all crossed off.
That's right.
Lord
I mean,
Christ.
I've also got work notes on post-it notes around here, so it is a little weird. I won't lie.
But he's crossed off names, Lord Marbury.
Crossed off.
It's not crossed off yet.
Yeah, it's circled, underlined with stars.
Yep.
Yes,
Okay,
10
10
damage will kill it.
Okay, wonderful.
And I believe that is all of the creatures you all see at the moment, and it is quiet for the time being.
Do we know what triggered this? Because I feel like this came out of nowhere, but maybe these creatures are like waiting.
You've kind of been hearing these sounds off and on.
Okay.
Yeah, whole time. And I think that's where we're gonna end it. But right before we do, Thimbleweed, in your head, you hear a very soft, odd clicking sound that grows into a few words that says, or one word. It says, "Father." And that is where we're going to end this
More
week's session
time.
of
Is it
Ron of the Frostmaiden. Oh, it says mother.
Mother.
Sorry, I'm gonna click the other. Thank you to Chris Heather Rochelle.
Dazon.
Right, yeah. Oh shoot, MVPC.
Thimbleweed birthed all of these creatures. That's what we're learning.
Frey was the MVPC of this session.
Yay!
Shoulder jumping fray.
Shoulder jumping Frey. And missile deploying.
Yeah, missile raging.
Wow, also according to my notes, you are the 69th MVPC poll winner of our campaign.
Double 69.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It was that kind of session.
it was a double 69 kind of session, wasn't it?
Some
I'll take
leftover
a
Vaseline from Edmund.
That's
Yeah.
That's thank you.
He's about to wipe it off.
Still Vaselined up, I trust. All right, that will do it for this week's session of Rime with the Frostmaiden. Thank you to Chris, Heather, Rochelle, Raymond, and Reese for playing. Thank you to our wonderful fans for watching, and thank you to the patrons. Shout out to Platinum patrons: Joe, Will, Thomas, Stan, William, I'm Loud, Brandon, Genocider, David, Eclectic, Roleplay Roll, Christopher, Brian, William, David, Jam and Clams, Christina, Corey, Koa1337, Jacob, and Eric. And gold patrons: RPG, Papercrafts, Pretty Boy, and Yuma, Marcus, Dead Lizard Lounge, Sam, Lumpy Spuds, Jerome, Nathan, Fast Like a Tortoise, Scott, Humanoid Size, Sphincter, Stephanie, and Refus. Thank you all very much for your support. Live streaming our D&D adventures every week, and we will see you next time.
Bye. It's a song. It was time for the bugs to die. Open all cells one at a time.
It was
Ask them to
time for
comply.
them to
Yes.
Open all cells at one time. Fusion robots ask them to comply.
Fantastic.
Beautiful as always, Nick. Thank you.
We've got to go through and collect all of these.
I mean, he's
No.
done one for every goddamn session, right?
He's
They're
so
in the
good at
Discord
these.
now, but yeah.
Oh my god. He needs to have his own little channel in the Discord where he can post
That's
them.
just the
He's the only
lyrics.
one who's allowed to post in it, but everyone can see it.
And it's just one long epic poem like Beowulf.
Yeah.
Just